Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
Our power went out last night, so...
Oh, no.
He comes in.
Is the power out in here, too?
Yes. It's out in the whole house, not just your room. Go back to sleep.
And then what did that result in, like 12 seconds before the generator kicked on?
That was pretty much it. Because there's that lag, Bone.
That must have been a rough, couple minutes
There's
before
that
it really
lag.
kicked back in to get the AC going.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was probably
The
tough.
ceiling fan's back on again. Okay, great. Time for sleepies.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach? No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole. I'll keep it in the room. Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Is that Jack?
Wildcard Wednesday.
Jack is getting jacked for Wildcard Wednesday, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
Hello.
He's off and running, as they say.
It is Wild Card Wednesday. What does that mean? It means we're dumber than normal, which is hard to do. You can tweet us at manandbone971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. How you doing, Boner?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Mike. It's a Wildcard Wednesday.
Teddy's not working.
No, but that's all right.
The boat man is here.
Ted just had his 11th anniversary at the radio station. He's only worked here 11 years. He has not worked like another 15 on top of that. We're not going to count those.
No, he lost that. Once you leave, you lose all your seniority.
But to be clear, he didn't leave because he was like, oh, screw you, I'm out. Like they downsized. They got rid of people. He would have stayed.
Right.
So I think it's not his fault. They should have kept him on and considered him all the way 26 years or whatever it's been.
I'm with you.
Anyway, he's celebrating that. So let him live. He deserves to have some time off today.
So he was going to Popeyes for lunch today.
Oh, yeah, I bet he was.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Memorial Pro-Am going on today. We have some audio from that I want to examine because some interesting stuff happened there.
Okay.
We have on campus all the news and notes you need coming up at 4:48. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. In the 5 o'clock hour, he says he is feeling free and innocent and like an old schoolboy again. Young schoolboy.
Oh.
After his neck surgery. So he's ready to go.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yes.
Yeah, he seemed to be in better spirits last week, so that was good.
Yes, he was in much better spirits. I talked to him today. And he told me something that I wish he didn't, but it means he's feeling well.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Pro-Am at the Memorial today. So all the big stars were in attendance, in attendance because they're still there. Peyton Manning, he comes in pretty much every single year. Mm-hmm. Steve Young was in.
That's big.
Ricky Fowler was in.
But he is a golfer.
I understand that, but he was playing in the Pro-Am.
No, I know, but you said it like, aren't other pros also playing in the Pro-Am? Am I wrong?
Yes, but when I say Ricky Fowler, it's because Ricky Fowler talked to Rothman.
Oh,
I'm going through all the people that talked to Rothman.
I just didn't understand because it's like also here was Scotty Scheffler. Like, yes, there's lots of golfers here. They're playing in the tournament.
But also, if you have a super hot wife, I mention you.
Oh, I see.
And Ricky Fowler has that.
Well,
she's a pole vaulter.
Let him live.
Let her and him live together.
Sure enough.
Rob Lowe is here, who I have such a disconnect with Rob Lowe, where my wife thinks he's dreamy. I was upstairs talking to Max today, and F-Bomb Jen. They both think that he's dreamy. I think he is creepy. He has a creepy vibe to me. He talks out of the side of his mouth. He's weird. If you were to tell me he's got a bunch of murdered cats in his house, I'd say that makes a lot of sense. Rob Lowe.
Yeah, but you know what? He's. I understand why people find him attractive. He's got a full head of hair. He's wearing it well. He's not aging, I think, as harshly as many other people his age have in Hollywood.
At what point, though, does that not begin to get creepy?
Well, fair enough.
Like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is not a real person.
No, he's creepy. Tom
Right,
Cruise is 100% creepy.
He's gone to creepy.
Yes.
And Tom Brady's going to knock on that door. You think he's going to age gracefully?
Gonna.
But what I'm saying is he's a guy now in his 40s that has had plastic surgery and is clinging to youth. But if he looks like that when he's 60, you're going to tell your kids to get away.
True enough.
It's just not right. It's not natural.
I will say, Rob Lowe's turn on Parks and Rec, one of the best spots. Like his character on Parks and Rec, very good. Him and Ron Swanson, their little back and forth that they have, always great. I enjoyed it very much. You should watch that show, is what I'm telling you.
I haven't seen it.
You might like Rob Lowe more if you watch that show.
No, I hate him. Hell with him. I hope he's listening. I hate you. F-Bomb Jen is in the YouTube chat.
Oh,
so if you want to chat with her, and you can watch us live. Hello, everybody. I'm wearing another pink shirt today. You can watch us live on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button, and contribute to the chat. We've got the same people in the chat every single day, but there's always room for more. And you never know when a celebrity's going to pop in there, like F-Bomb Jen.
That's right. She's the biggest celebrity that we usually have in there, so let her live.
Well, Ted's not here. I mean, he's a pretty big celebrity.
That's what I mean. Also, by the way, if you're looking at the YouTube channel and you see my shirt I'm wearing, this is a gift from Timmy Hall. That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a gift from Tim.
It's nice looking.
Yeah, you've seen it before.
I know, but I like it on you.
When he gave it to us.
I want to be on you.
Well, I
like it on you.
Whenever you want to be.
Also, they talked to Buster Posey today. Rothman did. He's in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh. Who else? Who am I missing?
I don't know who all they talked to.
Chris Pratt.
I saw that Chris Pratt was around. Did they get to talk to him?
That I don't know.
Okay, I know he was there.
But I know he was playing with Peyton Manning. He was playing in that foursome.
Why do I feel like Chris Pratt is like, I mean, again, the stars come out for this thing, but Chris Pratt is, he's the lead in a Marvel series of movies.
So?
I don't know
what does that mean?
I don't know why I felt like that was like, he's too big to come to an event like this.
Columbus is beneath him?
Peyton Manning may be the greatest quarterback to ever play in the NFL, and he comes here every year. It shouldn't shock me that Chris Pratt would want to be here.
You know who else comes here every single year?
Who's that?
Chris Pratt's father-in-law, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yes, that's right. Chris Pratt is married to Katherine Schwarzenegger, and they do it right in front of Arnold, and he critiques them. I want to see more pumping. More pumping. Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
I want to know who this is. Who are you?
This is me pretending to be Arnold. You know who it is.
Good. I couldn't tell.
More pumping. Get your pump on.
I know I've told this story before, but for people who are not aware, Arnold has a thing in his contract that when he goes somewhere, like at the Arnold, when he appeared at a booth once that we were a part of, the fan was sponsoring it. They had a video made that was like, Arnold will be here, right? But they actually had a rule that said, you can't put Arnold Schwarzenegger in print.
It's not necessary.
Because they said all you have to do is show his image.
That's right.
And you don't have to, under his image, put any descriptor because no one in the world is going to be like, who is that? I've never seen that person. That's how famous his own people believe him to be, and they're probably not wrong.
He doesn't need a descriptor. Is there anybody on Earth, if you show him a picture of Arnold?
Well, outside of people who don't have televisions or have not made contact with the outside world,
first world, I'll say.
I'll say there's probably some monks who are like, I don't know, I've been in this monastery.
Outside of monks,
I missed Predator.
And uncontacted peoples in the Brazilian rainforest.
I was transcribing the scriptures and making booze.
I'm just saying, like, your mother.
Yeah, she knows Arnold instantly.
But she's never seen an Arnold movie. I'm quite sure.
She has. She's seen Jingle All the Way, like multiple times. That was like a staple of our childhood. All right, we watched that quite a bit.
I'm just saying, she doesn't look like the type of chick who can sit down.
Turbo Man action figure. And Chris Pratt, get this for my daughter.
We got dueling idiot Arnold impersonations.
So stupid.
Thrusting, pumping. All right. Anyway,
yeah.
Rothman was out today. You know, I like to prop up other shows here. I'm known as a giver. I like to promote other shows. So Rothman and Ice, you can hear them daily, noon to 3, right here on The Fan. They're the real radio show.
Yes.
That's before us. We're just the clowns who come in and wrap everything up.
That's how
I don't know what Timmy is. Timmy's the janitor.
No, Timmy's also a real radio show that talks, but he is forced to talk exclusively Buckeye stuff, which is great. It's called The Buckeye Show. That's what he does.
Yeah.
But so you have like two real radio shows surrounding our stupidity.
So in order to prop up Rothman here, I want to play his interview earlier with Peyton Manning. Now they're walking the course together.
Okay.
Which is why, it's going to be short and it sounds like they're walking the course.
All right.
If you listen closely, you know how when you talk to somebody really important, you get nervous, maybe your tummy hurts a little bit?
Sure.
You can hear a little something in this audio. You can also hear, if you listen closely now, so if you're driving in the car, you may have to turn it up a little bit. You can actually hear Rothman's erection. Okay? Let's take a listen.
All right, there's a new sheriff in town. He's here, Peyton Manning, the Hall of Famer. How you hitting it?
Every time. You play with Roy McIlroy, you just follow his swing. It's very easy.
So you're a spectator today?
Straight in the fairway. I've been a spectator on a number of holes. It's easier just to pick up my ball from the water or the deep rough and watch McIlroy. But it was a fun 9 holes, and now we got Jason Day coming up, so we're going 2 for 2 today.
The Manning boys have achieved maybe even more than the Nicholas boys ever did. I mean, you were better than your dad, maybe. What happened? You have that over him, don't you?
Hey, my dad was a great mentor, great teacher, and, Eli and I feel really lucky to have him as a resource, all these years.
All right, give me a little take on the Bronx. Bo Nick's the answer?
I like Bo. Saw him the other day. He's practicing well. Got a tough division, but, pulling hard for him, and I know Sean Payton will do a good job developing him.
You pulling for a three-peat from Mahomes, or want to end that streak?
Oh, no, yeah. He's got plenty.
All right, good luck to you.
You hear all the people?
I have two thoughts. One is it's like, sorry, man, I can't talk to you. I'm interviewing here with this local radio guy right here. So, sorry. We got cancer. Can't sign that for you. Sorry, my man. I got to talk to Rothman. I also like how Anthony Rothman was interviewing him from a hot LZ in Vietnam. It was like, we got to land this chopper on this walkie-talkie where it's a two-way radio going back to, I don't know, wherever they're stationed. That's not the best audio we've ever had.
First of all, I enjoyed the farting and the erection noises.
I did too.
Why do we care about Bo Nix? I mean, I guess because he's
talking to Broncos legend.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you could also ask him about Anthony Richardson, right? You could ask him about the Colts.
Jim Irsay in Narcan. Was it heroin, opiates of some kind? I mean,
now that's a question.
I was actually there. I resuscitated.
I was going to say, does every Colts player have to get certified with first aid knowledge to hang out with Jim Irsay?
He was actually strangled by my wife when she was on HGH.
Welcome to the Indianapolis Colts. Here is your playbook and your fentanyl EpiPen thing to revive. Narcan, yes. You have to revive him with Narcan.
No, the problem was he took fentanyl.
That's right. Got to hit him with the Narcan to sort that out.
Rothman and Ice, noon to 3.
No,
right here on the
I give Rothman credit.
No, he did a good job.
A walk and talk is not easy.
I wouldn't do it.
A walk
He's
and talk
dedicated to his craft.
It's hard to do.
I wouldn't do any. All his stuff today was walk and talk. I wouldn't do a second of it.
That's a lot.
He's a real journalist. Or not. No. Ryan Day lands a commit with an awesome name. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on westbound 161 after New Albany Road. And we also have an accident on Parsons Avenue at East Woodrow Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save. With a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte. Each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
If you look at the front of your house and think, yeah, she could use a little makeup, we are Deluxe Door Systems. It's truly amazing to see how one garage door can completely transform the look of an entire home. See what we could do for yours at deluxedoorsystems.com.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube. Watch us live or on demand by searching 971 The Fan. Which fan host will awkwardly scratch their privates? Let's find out together. Find us on YouTube, The Fan.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Hey, I'm Ruben. My band and I have a new song we're getting ready to record this weekend. I'm also a tow truck driver. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I get to go home at the end of the day and see my bandmates.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage, available at Navage.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Heading into your Wednesday afternoon, we will be tracking showers and storms arriving late this afternoon, going into the early evening hours. We are going to be looking at temperatures around 80 today. Tonight, we drop down to the upper 60s. Look for the upper 70s on Thursday with partly sunny skies with the possibility of a pop-up storm. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Dylan Rubshod on 97.1 The Fan.
Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If Biggie Size was a radio show, this would be it. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. You can tweet us at Man and Bone 971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Boner, what do you got?
Let's see. This one is from AJ, who says, my Obama phone beepers. deep cut. I couldn't fit this into a tweet, so I had to send you a picture. But anyway, here's the tweet. You start training the day after a championship is won. So Super Bowl, World Series, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, MLS Cup, etc. You get the whole offseason to train, and then the following season to do one of these in a game. NFL, kick a field goal. So you start, whatever that is, in February 11th, whenever the Super Bowl day after, you can start training, kick a field goal in an NFL game. Same thing for Major League Baseball. It's record a hit. NBA, drop 10 points like Beanie Wells says he could. NHL, score a goal. MLS, score a goal. You get to pick the team you play for, so schedule might be a factor. Also factor in length of offseason and actual season. Which do you think you could actually do?
Get a hit.
Really?
Just because you have more opportunity to do so.
Well, that's fair.
And you don't have to hit it hard to get a hit. You could just be lucky.
Yeah. You literally get the bat on the ball and it bloops over the shortstop and lands. You're on to first base.
Yeah,
Got your hit.
Scoring 10 points in the NBA involves you making multiple baskets. Well, that's not going to happen.
That's right. Like, you can go ahead and eliminate the NBA thing right off the bat because you're not getting 10 points in an NBA game, period. NHL scoring a goal, I presume the amount of time you'd have to invest in being able to skate.
I can't skate. I can't move.
No, that's out. MLS scoring a goal, I mean, theoretically, if you're a super sub and you are on Lionel Messi's team.
No, I'm not on penalty kicks, right? If I'm on penalty kicks, I'll take that one.
Well, you could get fouled and then try to, but even then you have to score a penalty.
Me?
No one.
No one.
No, but if you say you're on Messi's team and they've got to account for him and all these other guys, and then you just float in the back and you get open, and they're like, leave this goofball open because he's not going to score. Maybe that's the move. That one's a maybe, I would say. I actually think NFL kick a field goal is the most, other than getting a hit because of opportunity. Now, again, they have to actually allow you all the at-bats. They would not allow someone to go 0 for 200 and then get a hit. You know what I mean? You would be out of the lineup in the amount of time it would probably take you to acclimate.
They would allow you to do that.
Would they?
On the Chicago White Sox. Yes.
Yeah, so you have to pick the team where it's allowed.
Yesterday I told you they were 15 and 45.
Mm-hmm.
They're not anymore.
Oh, what are they now?
15 and 46.
But they were winning yesterday.
They had a 5-run lead and then not.
Oh, how'd that happen?
That's right. I was just sitting there laughing. That's what it's gotten to. Me rooting for the Cubs now against my own team.
That's bad.
Just because I hate them so much.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I wish everyone would burst into flame, including me, while I'm watching them.
It probably feels like that.
What did I tease? Oh, we got a name. Ryan Day has gotten a commitment. 4-star running back. He is 6 feet tall, 205, from Villa Angela St. Joseph in the land.
Oh,
did I say 4-star guy?
So he's an Ohio kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Lamar Jackson Jr.
Okay.
But
that would be confusing because you might think, is he related to Lamar Jackson?
No,
but he's not.
I mean, his father's name is Lamar Jackson, but it's not the Lamar Jackson.
Not the Lamar Jackson you're thinking of.
Yes. So he's, you said, well, I can't be confused with Lamar Jackson. I have to take a more, I don't know, subtle name. Is that the right term?
Right.
Discreet name. So he goes by Bo Jackson. So Bo Jackson has committed to Ryan Day and the Buckeyes. Let him live.
Also no relation to Bo Jackson,
no relation,
just to be clear.
At all. And we're at the point right now where maybe Bo Jackson's grandkid is getting ready to go to college.
Yes. My daughter next year when she plays fall soccer, I'm going to say, hi, I'd like you to stop calling her by her given name. We're going to use her nickname so we don't put too many expectations on her. Her name is Mia Hamm. Please just call her Mia Hamm from now on. Shouldn't be no confusion. No one's putting expectations on her. But yeah, I hope Bo Jackson, running back,
my guy.
Running back Bo Jackson, I hope is awesome here. If he's a tenth of what actual Bo Jackson was in Tecmo Bowl, he'll be the greatest player in college football history.
This is class of 2025, of course, and Buckeyes have the number one class in the country at pretty much every single list that you look at.
We love that.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. Please send in your crap. Before we get to more of it, the Browns, your favorite team, have extended Stefanski and Andrew Berry today. Multi-year extension. Of course, it's good for recruiting if you extend. You got to keep the Italian league, the Milano Seamen, we're really sniffing at the door here trying to hire both these guys.
Yeah.
And so now you sign them to this extension with a big buyout. They don't go to Milano. Yeah. I don't understand this. You tell me. Do you get it?
I know a lot of Browns fans love Andrew Berry. And to be fair, he has made a lot of good moves. I think he's made a lot of good draft picks. And I don't know to what level the Haslams influence some of the decisions that are made, right? I don't know to what level ownership gets involved, but I presume when you give someone who's the quarterback that you're bringing in to be the franchise guy, the most money guaranteed to that point that any NFL player had ever received, I would presume the Haslams were certainly had to like sign off on it at the very least.
It's not to that point. It still is.
Right. I'm saying like my whole point there is for Andrew Berry, like people may want to say, well, outside of that move, because that move to me not worked out, you could say he's done a really good job. Yes, but that move is part of the whole package, right? I mean, that's a move that I still think hamstrings this team because you can't go out and draft someone. You can't go out and try to find someone. I don't think Deshaun Watson's the answer. I hope I hope his surgically repaired glenoid or whatever is all better. Whatever the stupid thing was in his shoulder, I hope it's better now. But what does that mean? Even if it's better, was he good last year? Was he good the year before? No.
See, I looked at this upcoming season as the go or get off the pot season, where if it doesn't happen for you, Stefanski's fired. And we're having a conversation about firing Andrew Berry. And instead we get an extension just as camp is starting up here. I know what you're saying. Look, I saw some of the comments. Outside of Deshaun Watson, Andrew Berry's put together one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. Oh, okay. Outside of a bad night, O.J. Simpson, great life. Right? I mean, Hall of Famer, star athlete, movie star, TV star, selling commercials. Had that one bad night, slit a couple people's throats. Other than that, throw that out the window. You can't throw Deshaun Watson deal out the window. Not just because of the money that you paid, but what you gave up to get him.
I feel like there are people in Cleveland who feel like that deal has potential to still be salvaged.
What are you talking about?
Because they feel like this will be the year where he'll figure it out.
It's been one of the biggest disasters in the history of the NFL.
That's how I view it.
So far, you're right. He could come back this year, whip the towel off, and show everybody what's going on. But in the absence of that, it's an utter failure.
Yeah. I will add that I do think Andrew Berry has done a good job building the roster. That one move, if we could say the Haslams said you have to go do this.
It's a pretty big one move.
Well, no, it is. But if let's say the Haslams were involved in it and said, get this guy no matter what. That's our guy. You do it, Andrew Berry. Make it happen. Well, all right. If that's what the owners are telling you, I'm willing to say that one you can give him a slight pass on if that was the case, and only if that's the case. On Stefanski's side of things, I'm not as down on him as I used to be. I mean, part of it is last year, you saw how good this team looked when Joe Flacco took the reins. That almost says something to me that perhaps if you had a quarterback who wasn't Deshaun Watson, maybe this offense would be better. Maybe they would have someone who could actually, maybe they need someone who fits what Kevin Stefanski wants to do. But again, I think that goes back to Andrew Berry building a roster that seems to work pretty well, other than when it comes to the quarterback and the head coach. That does not seem to be on the same page. And again, I don't know why, but those two do not seem to work well together.
All right, Wildcard Wednesday fun. And I want to talk to you about something that I don't understand at all. Makes no sense to me.
All right.
My wife is texting me right now.
How to pleasure a woman?
I also don't do that very well, and it makes no sense to me. Details. What?
How to pleasure a man? No?
Okay, whatever. There's lots of men listening to this show. They're not having pleasure right now because this ain't one of them. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch for a disabled vehicle that's on southbound 71's off-ramp to eastbound 70 on the north side. And you'll hit some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Hot Rod Magazine's Hot Rod Power Tour. America's largest road trip turns 30. The Hot Rod Power Tour, driven by Continental Tire, will be at the National Trial Raceway in Hebron on Thursday, June 13th. See thousands of cars on display, plus autocross and drag racing. Register now at hotrodpowertour.us. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
And here's our number 7.
Sunny Street Cafe. Food that makes your day better. In a place that makes you feel comfortable.
With 8 locations.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
The Fan is your home for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, we're not. You can't say that. Take 2.
The Fan is your home of the Buckeyes. Yes, that's right. Same thing, but more playoff success. Now give Big Voice Guy another brandy. Thank you. The Fan.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. If you're a business owner, navigating through divorce presents unique challenges. You're thrust into a world where every penny you've earned is examined and your assets are on the line. These situations demand a tactical defense rooted in nuanced financial expertise. When your life's work is at stake, you need a partner who's as invested in your case as you are in your business.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only thing scarier than Bones' analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It is Wildcard Wednesday. Before we get to more of your fun, help me with this. I understand none of it.
Yeah.
The Oakland A's, I don't know how they're allowed to function. I don't know how other major league owners approved the move
dude.
To go to Vegas? I mean, it makes no sense to me. Let's put aside the way that they've clowned everybody, themselves, Major League Baseball, the city down there in Oakland. And I have no ties to Oakland. I'm sure if I went there, it would suck. And I feel sorry for those people.
I feel like when you buy the Oakland A's, that's part of the obligation is to try to make it work in Oakland. And I'm sure
they would tell you that
John Fisher, the owner, would say that they did, but
whatever. Anyway, let's take all that out. They're moving to Vegas. The mayor of Las Vegas apparently does not want them.
No.
Was it the teachers union that also doesn't want them because they want the money to go to them instead of the park?
Yeah, the Nevada teachers union has been loudly saying, hey, you know how you're talking about kicking in hundreds of millions of dollars to build this stadium for this guy who wants to move here? What about your classrooms that don't have pencils and air conditioning? And, that's a fairly good point. I'm not saying that you always have to go to, but think of the children, think of all this other stuff we could do.
The children.
But at some point, doesn't the tax revenue from these things need to actually go to the schools?
I love you, children. I love you, blanket.
I mean, the argument always made for moving big-time teams in is like, well, when they get here, they'll generate so much tax revenue. But if all you ever do with the tax revenue is then turn it around and give it back to like another sports team.
It's about time that Vegas got something to get people in town. And the A's are going to be that thing.
Yeah, that's right. Because they couldn't draw in Oakland, but they will draw when they get to Las Vegas.
Anyway, so they're going to Vegas. They're going to a little Tropicana site, and they're finalizing the language on the contract. And in the language, the A's have requested to play at least 8 home games away from Vegas when they move in. In their words, to continue to build the brand.
Hang on.
Yes, they want to be like a traveling road show because they're going to go to Omaha, and then people will see them and say, "Oh my God, it's the Las Vegas Athletics."
They're playing 81 games on the road. Am I wrong?
That's correct.
Okay,
but those are road games.
Oh, they want neutral site, home controlled games where
they would go, and then they would be the featured attraction.
What?
Like Bismarck.
What are we talking about?
Juneau.
What?
Greenland.
It's almost like the guy who runs the A's is an idiot. If you didn't know better, you'd think, boy, this sounds really dumb. Sounds like this guy is a complete jackass.
Is he the idiot? Or is Rob Manfred and the other owners the idiots? Like, look.
There's levels to it. I agree.
You're in a restaurant. You see kids that are running around and throwing food and causing a ruckus. Yes, you're initially mad at the kids, but it's not the kids' fault. It's the parents. Because the parents have allowed that to occur.
I'm actually never mad at the kids. I'm always mad at the parents. But I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean here.
No, but like the difference is John Fisher's a grown-up adult. Yes, he's a man-child who was given this fortune by his parents, who they did all the work. He did nothing and now has the access to this fortune from, isn't it Banana Republic and Gap and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So his parents built all that, made all this money. He now has it. He and his dad, I think, bought this team. And then he's now basically running it, but not well. And he's the one who's overseeing this whole move. So, yes, I agree with you that Rob Manfred, the bigger culprit here, to your point, why don't the other owners step up and say, hey, idiot boy, you don't get to. No, you're not playing 8 games.
We just approved for you to move to Vegas. You're not going to play almost 10% of your home games elsewhere now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
10% of your home games in another market. But again, I don't understand. Where do you go to play these games? Because part of his issue with Oakland was, we're not getting fans here. I need to generate revenue, and I want to build this big district where people will come downtown and they'll do all the other stuff other than and including going to games, and then the team would control all the revenue on the business spaces, the restaurants, the housing, whatever else is there. So your plan is now to go to Vegas, where there are people coming in all the time. Last I checked, people come from all over the world to go to Vegas. And if you're the baseball team in Vegas and they've got an itch to see baseball, wouldn't that be where they'd want to go?
Yes.
Why then?
Do you have to go elsewhere to expose yourself to more people? I don't know.
Why would
That's
you?
That's why I said I don't understand it. Please help me. Clearly you can't.
No, but I'll add one other layer to this. Where are you going to go where they have a ballpark big enough to sell the tickets you need to make revenue off this to make more revenue than you would at your home stadium. And then that city that you're going to doesn't already have a Major League Bowl team. Like, where are you going to play this game?
Mexico. I don't know. Probably.
Like, I'm just saying, you're going to go play where?
I don't know what to tell you.
In Denver? They have the Rockies.
Dominican.
Like, what? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. Makes no sense to me. Wildcard Wednesday.
I hate this whole thing.
This is
so
from,
stupid.
I'm sorry. This is from Common Man Sack Stitch. Easy for me to say.
Okay.
My Wildcard Wackos. I need some help with a what's in the bag situation. This weekend, I ran to Wendy's to get breakfast for me and the wife. Just got 2 bacon, egg, and Swiss goo croissants.
Okay.
A seasoned potato to split. When I got to the window, they handed me a bag that I immediately knew was way more food than I ordered. Following what's in the bag rules, I kept my mouth shut and drove away.
Which restaurant was this again?
Wendy's.
Okay, for breakfast. Got it.
Ended up with 4 sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and 3 orders of seasoned potatoes. I was ecstatic. When I got home and told my wife about my luck, she frowned and hit me with the, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, because she was really looking forward to trying the Swiss goo croissant. So my question is, do the rules / etiquette of what's in the bag change when you're getting food from more people than just yourself?
Well,
no, I think your wife is just being an ungrateful bee, not enjoying all this free food that you got.
I mean,
have the Swiss goo next weekend.
Here's where I would say, I think clearly the idea, if she's saying this is bad because I don't like the fact that you've, air quotes, stolen food.
That's not why.
No.
She wanted the goo.
That is no, but I'm saying that one I would say you're actually wrong on that because you didn't steal anything. You were given this by an employee at the restaurant. You drove away, and as you checked it later, you go, oh, this is not correct. You're allowed to do that. That's fine.
Employee gives you something, it's yours.
Once it hits your hand, they can't take it back.
You go to the bank and they just hand you a bag of money by mistake. That's on them, not on you.
Well, no. But I mean, with food specifically, have you ever done that where it's like you get the wrong order? If you do try to go back through the drive-thru and say, hey, you give me the wrong order, they'll go, okay, we made the wrong order. They'll remake your food. And if you try to give them back the bag, they'll say, sorry, I can't take that. I don't know what you did to it since you left. You might have stuck your hand with God knows what kind of crap on it and put that in the bag and root it around and no, we can't take it. So now you get an extra bag of food for free if you drive back around, is what I'm saying. But no, I don't think you're.
Right, whose side are you on? I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm saying if she was mad that you stole food, she'd be totally in the wrong. But if, as a true fat ass, if you had your sights set on something delicious,
it's all delicious.
No, but
they didn't hand him a bag of poop.
Okay, if we went to Wendy's the other day, we were trying the new spicy nugs. We went specifically to get those. If I came back here with a bunch of baked potatoes, yeah, that'd be great. I'd eat those, but we would be a little disappointed that we hadn't got the spicy nugs.
All right, that's a bad example. If you came back with exactly what he had in the bag, I would be ecstatic.
Well, yes, I agree.
It's great.
It's more food. I agree with you on that. And I personally would be thrilled with it. I don't blame her for being mad because she was wanting a certain specific type of food.
All right. I have something. Angel Hernandez is dead. I thought I was done with him, but I'm not because his legacy continues to haunt me. Okay. I'll tell you about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident involving a semi blocking 2 left lanes if you're on northbound 270 on the east outer belt after 670 and a 20-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking the right lane on westbound 161 after New Albany Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing. Churning white water to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
John Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct is the best. Why? Number one, they have the best technology. They have window systems that last up to 5 times longer than the other jabronis. Plus, they back it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home and a 20-year warranty to the next homeowner. And how about the deals? 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years. Restrictions apply because they always do. Call them today, 614-502-5220. Schedule your free in-home estimate. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com.
At the James at Ohio State, you're choosing the experts who understand there is no routine cancer, where your care is delivered by a highly specialized team dedicated to studying and treating just one type of cancer, yours, and where 1,700 scientists are working on new treatments and new hope for every form of cancer. All at the region's only comprehensive cancer center, designated by the National Cancer Institute. You didn't choose cancer, but the choice of where to treat it is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at Bain-Welkerkubota.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Dumb is the only language these two are fluent in. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday. Hey, we're not out at the Memorial, but all the other shows are going to be out tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow and Friday, so make sure to tune in. Angel Hernandez is dead. Bad umpire, took his payout from Major League Baseball, decided to leave. Thank God. The game is better for it. He was awful at his job. Jeff Passan, who covers Major League Baseball, looks like he's 7 years old for ESPN, was on the Rich Eisen show yesterday.
Okay.
I normally do not listen to the Rich Eisen show because it sucks. But
wow. Well, you know what? He's a Michigan guy. Screw him.
I saw a write-up on Awful Announcing unsolicited, by the way, I think I get more stuff from Awful Announcing than any other website that I visit.
Awful Announcing they do a great job. One of the best ones that we have, one of the best like sites that we go and look for news, information, just interesting stuff. They always do a good job.
Anyway, they're debating whether or not we should feel bad, them in the media, us as fans, for Angel Hernandez going away in shame. Because it's our negative comments that brought this on.
Wait, they were saying this on Rich Eisen's show?
Yeah, they were having this debate because Rich Eisen said he actually felt a little bad. He felt bad that he contributed to this.
What is he?
And Jeff Passan said this, quote, "It makes me wonder, like, what's my responsibility? What's my part in this? Because I think sometimes we take for granted what social media actually does and how it brings out the absolute worst in a lot of us. And I think the easiest way to do this and the easiest standard by which any of us, frankly, should live is, would I say it to this man's face? Oh, my God. Any of the stuff we say on social media about Angel Hernandez, if you were confronted by Angel Hernandez, would you say it to his face? Would you call him the names that you call him online? Would you tell him how terrible he is?" All right, listen.
Dude.
Listen. I am aware that social media, online behavior brings out the worst in humanity. I get it. I'm not defending people. Threats, belittling to the point of pettiness. Yes.
Social media can be very harmful.
We all need
are aware
to
of
do
that.
better.
There's a lot of bad that can come from social media.
But
totally agree.
This argument that they went on to have about how, nobody else gets this when they're bad at their job. It's like, yeah, first of all, you're a Major League Baseball umpire. You've signed up. You are essentially a steward of the game of baseball, making sure that it runs properly, an integral part of the game. If you are terrible at that job, to me, that's fair game. Just like if you're terrible at hitting a baseball and it's your job, that is fair game.
Yeah.
And to say, we don't do this, we don't go to other people's places and boo them, well, then why do we even go anywhere? Why do you sell us a ticket? Why do we boo in the stands?
That's wrong.
Well, of course it's wrong. I'm going to get to that in a second. Of course it's wrong.
Stupid.
All right? If I continue to go to the same restaurant and they serve me pink chicken every single time, I'm going to write a Google review. So how is that different from me going on Twitter and saying, by the way, you wasted 3 hours of my life because I watched this baseball game that was ultimately decided by the worst umpire ever?
I've never seen such a stark example of main character syndrome as that little conversation between Jeff Passan and Rich Eisen. If they weren't joking around, if they genuinely meant it, like, I have to wonder what role I played in all this. What role you played in it? You're a reporter. Let's this whole argument of no one else gets booed like this at their jobs. Well, no, there's a lot of jobs where that doesn't happen. You know one that does? Comedian. If you're a stand-up comic and you've decided to do that, you decided to write material, go in front of people in different cities and say those jokes over and over, sometimes you get booed off the stage, no one laughs, you get heckled. If you are a writer who covers entertainment news, let's say in that city, and you go see some comedian, and they bomb, is it your job to go, this comedian wasn't very well understood by the audience?
I got to tell you, they tried hard.
No.
They were sweating on that stage.
Your job is to say the audience audibly booed this person. People did not respond well to these jokes. People did not seem to enjoy this comedian in wherever you are. That's the journalist's job. If off of that report, some other person then sees that and goes, that comedian sucks, and you know what, blah, 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 and goes off on some other thing, that's on that human being who then read an article and accelerated it to another level. But Jeff Passan saying, it's my job to do what? Your job is not to do PR for the umpires. Your job is to say, these umpires are being graded in a specific way. He's one of the worst. We saw it with our eyeballs where they've made these mistakes. Just like if you went to a comedy club and saw a comedian who sucked, people would say, yeah, that guy got no laughs tonight. He was brutal. That's how it works.
You are paid to be the best in the world. When you're a Major League Baseball umpire, you were supposed to be the best in the world. And a lot of that was Angel Hernandez sucks. And a lot of that was, why is he run out there?
Yeah.
Why is Major League Baseball putting him out there when clearly he is not one of the best in the world? So it wasn't just him. It was who allows this to happen? Why does this keep happening? How did this umpire union get so damn powerful that you can choose whenever you decide you want to stop working? Can you imagine if the airline association, the airline pilots union, was like that?
Yeah, right.
You walked on the plane, you got like Biden sitting there in the cockpit. You'd be pretty damn nervous.
Well,
wouldn't you?
I think that there's something to be said for
when
I want to retire. Yeah. Also, if it was like this person has multiple times backed into the jetway, run over like a fuel truck
that's
on the runway.
That's what I mean.
Then you'd say, hey, man, I'm sorry this is what your passion is, but you're not getting the job done.
You're not good enough to do it at this stage in your life.
So I don't understand. And by the way, Angel Hernandez has been getting that criticism for 20 years.
Yes, you're right.
Like he didn't.
Age really has little to do with it.
I'm saying he's just been bad at his job for a long time, but you have this network of people who are set out to protect him, and that's the Major League Umpires Union. I don't understand why they have this power.
People think they're smart, but they're really stupid. I'll tell you why. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit an hour delay if you need to travel southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt before 670. There's an accident there involving a semi blocking 2 left lanes, and we've got stop-and-go traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This is Bob Capace of Worthington Jewelers. We've been creating one-of-a-kind designs for almost 20 years. Our jewelry consultants will help you create your one-of-a-kind design or select from over 1,000 engagement ring options. Shop local and come see us at Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Today's Muirfield Moment is sponsored by the Waterworks. The 1993 Memorial Tournament was a duel between two close friends, Payne Stewart and Paul Azinger. Azinger trailed Stewart by 1 shot heading into the 18th hole. Both players found the fairway off the tee, but on their approach shots, Stewart and Azinger both hit balls into the deep left front bunker. Stewart's ball was plugged into the sand, but he managed to get out unscathed and had an 8-foot putt left for the win. Azinger's ball was nestled nicely at the bottom of the bunker, and with one stroke of his wedge, exploded the ball high in the air, clearing the lip of the bunker, and watched as his ball rolled 15 feet across Muirfield's lush finishing green right into the bottom of the cup. Stewart missed his downhill par putt for the tie, and Paul Azinger, after hitting the bunker shot of his life on the 72nd hole of the 1993 Memorial Tournament, would capture his 9th career PGA Tour victory. This Muirfield Moment is brought to you by the pros at the Waterworks. From plumbing and drain issues to heating and cooling, the Waterworks is your ace in the hole. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. The crack of a bat, chorus of birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Let the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team keep you in tune with a spring AC checkup. We're all set. Schedule a visit today and stay cool all summer long. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Just one more day before the Memorial Tournament starts at Muirfield Village in Dublin. Tournament host and founder Jack Nicklaus says the change in date is not something right now that's set in stone.
But we said we would review it after this tournament, and we'll figure out how we're going to sit on the schedule after that. And I said that discussion is underway.
Baseball today, seventh inning in Indianapolis. The Clippers trail Indy 10-5. Meanwhile, third inning in Denver, Colorado 4, Cincinnati 2. The Reds trying for a series sweep. Cleveland Guardians again at home with Kansas City tonight. Guardians have a 5-game lead over the Royals atop the American League Central. And the Cleveland Browns are giving contract extensions to head coach Kevin Stefanski and general manager Andrew Berry. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If you're not happy with results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
Make sure to subscribe to the podcast of this dumb show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. It is Wildcard Wednesday. All right, I want to get to fun, I promise. But I saw something else that aggravated me.
Okay.
So I saw this article in Variety. They write about entertainment, the entertainment business. I'm sure they're very well versed in that. Whatever. But it bothers me sometimes when people write about things they don't know what they're talking about to the extent that they should.
Yeah.
Or they try and compare it to something that has no comparison. They're talking about how Netflix has purchased the rights for both of the NFL's Christmas Day games. And according to sources, Netflix is going to have a hard time selling advertising for these two games because they're trying to make advertisers buy other things in the Netflix portfolio to advertise for these Christmas Day games.
Okay.
And anonymous executives are saying that will not fly in this marketplace. And not having any other NFL is going to be a problem, meaning they're not going to be able to convince these advertisers to jump in just for two Christmas Day games when you have no other NFL. Listen, what have we learned from the National Football League? Right or wrong?
Well, we've learned that you will find a market for anyone who wants it. There's going to be an audience, so there's going to be people who will want to market to that audience, so the amount of people that will watch this are going to be massive.
You can't beat them.
No.
Right? I mean, that's what it is. You can't beat them. And we're guilty of that sometimes, too. We'll sit down and say, can you believe how horrible that game was officiated? Oh, my God, I hate this. I hate that. I'll watch next week because we all do. I mean, there was a time not too long ago where the NFL as a whole was branded by certain pundits as un-American.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
Un-American. How dare these entitled people not stand for the national anthem? We're going to do something about this. We're going to kick them down a couple notches. And you know what? Nothing happened. The sport has grown.
Yeah.
Business has gotten better. And to me, you're comparing this to, it makes sense in your advertising world. You can't stronghold when you don't have any other NFL games. You don't need other NFL games. Okay?
Well, right. I could understand this argument being made, which might be that traditional media buyers might say, I'm not going to spend per ad what I spend on CBS or Fox because I know there I'm buying a much bigger package of, I'm going to be in so per ad, they may not get the same rates that they get on Sundays for, all their NFL games. But if you think Netflix won't be able to find people who will fill out the budget of what they need to make this profitable, I think you're laughing at. I think you're a laughable argument that you're making right there.
The NFL is ultimately in charge of advertising. It's not Netflix going out to sell. It's not CBS going out to sell. Yes, they have people doing that. Yes, they are selling directly to those consumers. But CBS, even though they have the NFL package, they've purchased the rights. They can't sell to whoever they want to sell to. Maybe dongrings.com.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to advertise.
Hey, I got $20 million. I want to be in NFL programming. CBS may be very willing to cash that check. Right? Well,
yeah, sure.
DongRings.com's got $20 million. Guess what? NFL picks up the phone and says, veto. All right? So just because you're dealing with Netflix doesn't mean you're only dealing with Netflix. You're dealing with the National Football League. If there is really pushback from advertising on Netflix, you watch the NFL start to strong arm and say, well, I guess if you don't have room for Netflix in your advertising portfolio, maybe we don't have that Super Bowl inventory that you got last year.
Of course.
Or maybe it's at a different price point, or maybe you can't get into the AFC Championship game, even though that's on a completely different network. The NFL is controlling all of this. Don't focus on Netflix being the entity. The NFL is the entity.
Yeah, I do feel like a lot of the, oh no, this will be the downfall of something regarding the NFL. Even something small like this. So far, every time those predictions have happened, we've seen it go the other way, where people say, oh, this is the thing that will get people to move off of the NFL. And instead, the NFL's numbers go up. They make more money, not less.
You can't tackle people anymore. Nobody's going to watch. You can't touch quarterbacks. These rules make no sense. Nobody's going to watch. These overtime rules make no sense. Nobody's going to watch. This officiating's terrible. Nobody's going to watch. These players are un-American. Nobody's going to watch. Guess what? We all watch.
The kickoffs this year are changing in a way that it will not look like what you are used to with the NFL. People will be shocked by this. You will hear lots of complaining about it. You will hear lots of shows who are not paying attention to this or who are not caring about it now because they're focused on baseball or something else. When they get to the NFL, they'll go, hold on a second. What is this? Right? Like you'll hear, I'm sure, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, guys like him in the media just ranting and raving about how this is not the NFL. And they will say, this is going to get people to turn off the NFL because it's not like what I grew up with or it's not like what I'm used to. And you're right. In years past, I might have also joined that chorus of people saying, this will do it. It won't. It will not change the amount of people that will watch the NFL. Something will down the road eventually. It's none of the current changes that we have.
It's not this. And they go on in this article to cite other examples. Like, oh, look at Major League Baseball when they went to Apple TV and then they had to settle for a lesser deal with Roku because nobody watched. Dude. You can't compare the NFL to Major League Baseball. That's stupid. Yes, it's a sport. Yes, it's on a streamer. It's not the same thing.
No, the biggest difference, and I'll tell you what the biggest difference is when it comes to that specifically. Major League Baseball and the NFL and TV, which one of those has a robust national audience for nearly every game they have? And which one of those leagues has usually regional audiences for the games they have? And then they have to try really, really hard to get people to pay attention when their national broadcasts happen, right? Like a World Series game is getting south of 10 million people a game, right? Now, some of them occasionally pop over that 10 million number. Go look at what the average NFL game does. Again, it can be middle of the season, two teams that aren't necessarily the sexiest or the biggest or the best, and you go look at those numbers and say, wow, they got 8 million people to watch this kind of dog crap game, 10 million people to watch this game that no one cared about. Monday Night Football was down this week with only 11 million people watching, I don't know, like the Jags and the Saints. Not that those are bad teams. They're just not, are they the biggest fan bases in the world? No. But yet you will see people tune in and watch that, and those numbers will be down for the NFL. They will not be down for what advertisers expect, what they want, and compared to about any other sport you're talking about. Go look at the finals numbers when we have them coming up. You will see the NBA finals will probably struggle game by game to get over 10 million viewers per game. That is an average NFL day. So, yeah, I don't know what this article is talking about when it says the people, you won't find the advertisers for Netflix. There's no comparison between them and Major League Baseball. Them in most sports. The NFL is just on a different level.
Speaking of broadcast rights and money, did you see the money attached to the NBA deal? Did you see it?
No.
Saw it today. Came out today. So, Turner's out.
Yep.
So this is ESPN. This is it Amazon?
Well, I know
Amazon and NBC.
Did they officially say, because everything we've been talking about before today, I don't know what today brought, but everything before that was Turner is not out.
No, they're out.
Okay.
They're not involved in this.
Okay, because they still have the right to decide if they wanted to match the offer. Okay.
They're out. Details are out now.
Okay.
11-year deal, $76 billion.
Jeez.
$76 billion That is more than 2.5 times the current deal that they have in place.
Wow.
$76 billion over 11 years. The NBC package will feature about 100 games a year, half of them on Peacock.
Okay. I mean, that's what I understand the play by NBC trying to get people to watch the NBA. You will have people who say, I got to go get on. I have to go watch it. Now, you're not going to get the numbers like the NFL, like we said, but yeah, $2.6 billion for Disney, $2.5 billion for NBC, $1.8 billion from Amazon is the per year amount that those three entities are kicking in for this deal. That's insanity.
$76 billion. All right, it's Wildcard Wednesday.
Let's see. I've got a senator who said, I saw Rob Lowe at Jack's place today. He looks appropriate for his age, and my mom, older Generation X, got a selfie with him. So see, Rob Lowe continues to be popular.
Whatever.
Also, Cucho Divot. We were talking about this earlier. The Angel Hernandez criticism. Who was it that was Jeff Passan and
Rich Eisen? Yeah.
Saying, we don't know. Did we play a role in this? We should reevaluate. No one else gets judged like umpires. Cucho Divot said, my mother's a former teacher. If you don't think that profession doesn't take it on the shins, both virtually and in the real world, you're sadly mistaken. Teachers are far more abused than umpires/referees. GTFOH, Rich and Jeff. So, yeah, he's spot on there. I appreciate that.
Bill says, my Canyon yodelers. You get to have dinner with 3 guests. Choose one from each category. 1 dead musician, 1 alive musician, 1 Muppet. All right. I'm going to go with Tom Petty dead.
By the way, I love this one.
I like
Good
it too.
job.
Tom Petty dead, Billy Joel alive, and Gonzo.
Dead, Ronnie James Dio. Alive. You know what? Alive, I actually would like to get...
Lars Ulrich?
No, Kirk Hammett from Metallica, though, to just... ask him or James Hetfield.
Why don't you ask me, T-Bone?
No, because then I would want to ask them, like, seriously, though, how much do you hate Lars? Because I know they do. They hate him. Go watch. They just had videos this past week. They're playing in Europe, and, like, Lars is playing one of their most famous songs, and they're playing the guitar riffs and looking back at him like, dude, can you slow down? What are you doing? This is not the song. You're off rhythm. Like, he still sucks.
Excuse me for trying to pep up the joint a little bit here, T-Bone.
So I would want Ronnie James Dio. Let's say James Hetfield. We'll do that.
Okay.
And then...
1 Muppet.
I think, you know what? I think I also would go Gonzo.
Yeah. Gonzo is an appropriate amount of... Looks like he can throw a couple one-liners out there, but still miserable. He's like kind of like the most miserable of the Muppets. Like Fozzie Bear for an entire dinner. Just constantly like, ma, waka, waka, ba, 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 ba.
No.
Miss Piggy's going to try and just abuse you sexually, just jump on you all the time.
Who says I'm not for that? I'm just saying she can do that if she wants. I'll see what that's like. I don't know. See what happens.
That's all you. Now, are these real? Like, is Jim Henson attached to all of them?
He's dead. So
someone is. Then that would make this totally unrealistic.
I'm just telling you, someone is. They have to. Yeah, they have to be.
They don't exist independently,
no,
right?
I don't think so.
All right.
No, I think. I'd go Gonzo there.
Gonzo also sort of sounds like this.
A little bit.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, actually, I take it back.
Actually, that's Grover.
Grover's who
Gonzo sounds like this, right?
Yes, Gonzo's a little more in that vein.
Bodie's shaking his head like, no, you're awful on all of them.
Who's is it? What's the guy? Isn't it Dr. Teeth?
Dr. Teeth?
What's the guy who has the band leader? He's got the gold tooth.
I don't know his name, though.
I think it is, because I think it's like Dr. Teeth and the Electrical Mayhem or something like that.
Dr. Teeth is Rex Ryan.
Yeah, it's Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
You see those chops on
Actually,
TV.
I want to talk to Dr. Teeth, who's just more like, yeah, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Like, he's got like an Al Pacino thing going on later in life. This is good.
All right, Wildcard Wednesday fun coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got a disabled vehicle that's blocking the left lane and causing a 10-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side at Weber Road. And you can expect a 15-minute slowdown due to a crash blocking the right lane on westbound 161 after New Albany Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bar, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. BMI Federal Credit Union has been voted best credit union for the past 6 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. I can't believe the new offer Diamonds Direct has going on this month. Listen, for the first time, when you purchase a natural diamond engagement ring, you get a free natural tennis bracelet. If you're ready to pop the question, there is no better time. Get the perfect ring and a gorgeous wedding gift this June from Diamonds Direct. A tennis bracelet is at the top of most jewelry wish lists, and Serena Williams brings it right to you. It's timeless and perfect for everyday wear or layering for more of a wow factor. And I know wow. The experts at Diamonds Direct will help you pick the best diamond for your budget and style. And through the end of the month, they're also taking the guesswork out of your next gifting occasion. These bracelets are the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, and of course, wedding days. Maybe a push present. For the best quality, price, and shopping experience, there is no better choice than Diamonds Direct. Catch them online, diamondsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
With spring ball behind us, we're officially gearing up for the most anticipated football season ever. Excited, nervous, terrified to your very core? Think of us as your emotional safe space. Always your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet starting at $19.99 per month offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Glow Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Glow Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers and a few storms on this Wednesday. Temperatures around 80 degrees. Some of the storms could contain some small hail, damaging winds, and some localized heavy rain. Overnight showers and storms out. Mostly cloudy skies stick around. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s Thursday morning. Will be warm with some sunshine Thursday and for the most part dry but breezy with highs around 80 degrees. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Off topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Bone, pick a number.
Let's go with 4.
Caller number 4 right now, 614-821-9710 gets 2 single-day passes to Incarceration Fest, July 19th through the 21st at historic Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield. Headliners include Shinedown, Godsmack, and Breaking Benjamin. Also featuring The Offspring, Hailstorm, Chevelle, Dropkick Murphys, Bad Omens, and more. Tickets are on sale at incarceration.com now. Now.
There you go.
I had something to tell you. I forgot what it was.
Good.
Wildcard Wednesday. That I do know.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. So Alec Baldwin, who is on trial for murder, not being charged with murder, right?
What? Is he?
Remember he had the issue with the gun where he accidentally shot someone on the set of a movie and they died. And I want to say he was charged with something.
It says here, I'm trying to see.
Manslaughter, something.
It says the armorer, the person who...
the armorer.
Yes, the person who has been convicted for, mishandling or whatever the gun that was used there, according to, I think that person's been convicted.
Okay. So nothing for Alec Baldwin?
Well, it says that she wants Alec Baldwin in jail, according to court documents.
Okay.
And... yeah, it says he does have an upcoming trial on an involuntary manslaughter charge.
Okay,
so that's
fairly significant, right?
So not on trial for murder, but on trial for involuntary manslaughter. Still, yes.
Okay,
very
well,
bad.
someone died and he's on trial for something.
Okay. Yeah.
Alec Baldwin and his wife with the fake Spanish accent, whose name I do not remember.
Make it up.
Helena?
Okay.
I don't know.
I was going to go with Lupita.
Fine.
Hilaria, maybe?
Yeah. Hilaria does sound actually, that could be
Hilaria?
Right.
Yeah. Hilaria?
Right. Hilaria's, I believe.
Should I say Hilaria?
It's like Hillary. Hilaria Baldwin. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, anyway.
Yeah,
anyway, she's got the fake Spanish accent. They don't like the world judging them on social media. They're always clapping back at people and why are you judging us and our large fan. They have lots of children. Lots.
Oh.
And they just keep popping out. She doesn't even give birth to them. They just happen to have children all the time.
It says they have 7 children. Let them live.
All right. So naturally, when you want to be left alone and not judged, and your husband is on trial for involuntary manslaughter, they have signed on to do a reality show on TLC.
Oh, Lord.
So they're going to be on
the
TLC. So get ready for that.
What?
Why? I don't know why, Bone. I don't know why.
I mean, number one, you're already a celebrity. You're Alec Baldwin. People
he's made money. He has money.
Well, he has money, and he also had a lot of fame. And then with that fame has come a lot of scrutiny of his life. Has it not?
Yes.
Right. Remember how his daughter, I believe, from a previous marriage,
that was
could
the
be wrong?
Kim Basinger.
Okay. Yeah. That daughter, who is Haley Baldwin, maybe I could be wrong. I believe she was the one that he was calling a selfish pig, on the phone, and was chewing her out, yelling at her. And she had the voicemail, and the voicemail got out there.
Yeah.
And then, they've, I guess, patched things up or whatever, but that's not great. That's all because you're a celebrity and your life is always under scrutiny, which is not also awesome. But now you're welcoming more of it into your house? I don't understand why you'd do that.
All right, Wild Card Wednesday. This is from Casey, my sweaty sack havers. I recently was invited to participate in a scavenger hunt throughout downtown Columbus. The event was organized by a professional company. As opposed to an amateur company.
Well, whatever.
We were parking the car near Schiller Park in German Village. We were quickly approached by a man in a van. He shouted to my uncle, "I just sold some meat to your neighbor and was wondering if you wanted some." My uncle politely replied, "No, thanks. We don't live around here." The man in the van answered, "That's okay. I can put the meat on ice for y'all."
Oh, okay.
My uncle told him no again, and the man drove away. The situation reminded me of the Lithuanian trunk meat clip that was composed by Man and Bone. I didn't think I would actually come across a situation in real life, but he has.
You know what? That's very interesting, because when we made that clip, we kind of made fun of the idea of like, yeah, can you believe the Ball brothers? It was Lonzo, I forget which Ball brothers specifically, but all those kids that, LeVar Ball had and was, talking about how they're all going to be NBA superstars. Well, a couple of them made it, but they had to go play in Lithuania for a little bit.
I think LiAngelo, maybe, the third one.
LiAngelo, yeah.
Not LaMelo or
LaMelo. Lonzo, LiAngelo.
and LaMelo.
Yeah.
The good ones.
Anyway.
The good Hodgkins.
That's right. Those guys had to go to Lithuania. And I remember at the time being, us kind of having fun with that because, well, only in Lithuania apparently would they sell meat out of a trunk. Here's the thing. I am very aware of people who drive around Columbus with trucks with fridges on them that say, "I've got meat. Call me. I will get you meat." And you can buy meat off the truck.
Well,
that is a thing.
You remember where that came from, though?
What?
We were reading an article about the coach of the team he was playing on in Lithuania, and he was famous for selling meat out of his trunk in addition to coaching this basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided to make this.
Hello, this is Virginia's Sex Kiss, and I'm here to tell you about one of the best forms of protein you can find along the side of the road, Lithuanian trunk meat. No matter how busy you get, you can always make time to track me down, ask me to open my trunk, and select from the assortment of various meats I have at my disposal. At Lithuanian trunk meat, we strive to bring you your favorite deli meats, such as ham, turkey, and bologna, as well as more exotic meats, such as kangaroo, horse, and rat. Yes, as the #1 dealer of rat meat in eastern Lithuania, you can trust we source our rat meat from only the dirtiest and darkest sewers in the region. Plus, every week we offer our manager special meat, which is kind of like a mystery meat, except we solve the mystery when we tell you it's actually human flesh. This bologna does have a first name, and his name is Dimitri. Lithuanian trunk meat. Ask for it by name. Dimitri, stay in your hole. I put you in deli slicer now.
It's good stuff, Bone. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're saying, thank God you don't do bits like that anymore.
Oh,
but where does the meat go?
Oh, you know where Dimitri goes.
You do a very good fake European accent.
Thank you, Timmy.
A European speaking English.
Thank you,
Good
Timmy.
at that.
The government needs to get to the bottom of something. So lots of testimony this week from Fauci in front of the government, and they wanted answers. There's been a government committee formed to talk to Jarmo Kekalainen.
Mm-hmm.
We have some audio. We'll play it for you next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got an hour slowdown due to an accident blocking two left lanes on southbound 270 on the east outer belt before 670, and a 10-minute delay on southbound 315 between Lane Avenue and West Broad Street. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Donato's is bringing you huge savings on a large pizza. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99. Yes, $10.99 when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code PICKUP. Limit of 5 pizzas. Pick up your order and save today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit bmifcu.org/free for more details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from the other window place.
So, Wilson, you're running a window deal.
Yep. Buy one window, get 2 free. Or 5 or 10. It's all the same.
Oh.
Well, it's not real, but it sounds good to the buyer, so...
That does not sound good.
Oh, it is not. What's your deal?
So we have 5 different window lines so that all budgets can afford Pella without an unreal deal.
Lame.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, Live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it almost heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get zero down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit CEC Turf and Tractor in Canal Winchester, 9449 Basil Western Road, or by phone 614-837-5516.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey there, friends, it's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Today's special value is 3 hours of stupid. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
And when we promise 3 hours of stupid, we give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
We don't cheat you on the stupid.
It's all very stupid. We do what we can.
All the news and notes you need as we go on campus, coming up at 4:48. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:34. He is chomping at the bit.
Can't wait to hear from
all of you.
There we go.
A lot of news. We had the government inquiry grilling Anthony Fauci.
I'm still not clear on what that was about.
The origins of the COVID pandemic and how we made $7 billion. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, we got to get to the bottom of things. That's fine.
Okay.
It's what the government is there to do. Get to the bottom of things.
Sit around in committees all day complaining about things that have already happened and are well over. And
yes,
sure.
But they want to make sure that these things don't happen again.
Well, that's true.
We want to make sure that we get to the answers about why the Blue Jackets have been utter crap for the last 23 years. 11 plus of that was because of Jarmo Kekalainen. And so there were answers that needed to be found out. That's not right, but you know what I mean.
tough questions had to be asked.
Sure.
Yeah.
There you go. We happen to have the audio of this hearing. Let's take a listen.
Good afternoon. We have called together this meeting of the government, I guess, to discuss the issues with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, by the way, I'm the governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine. Our only witness we've called is Jarmo Kekalainen. This is bull crap. Thank you, Jarmo. First of all, I want people to know I am wearing a pin given to me by my 64 grandchildren. It's a pin honoring everyone who was price gouged by Target last year. We remember those victims, and we are working to fix it, just not today. Now, Jarmo, people want to know why the Columbus Blue Jackets sucked for most of the time you were here. And please pardon my language, but sucked is the term. Well, that is a matter of your opinion. I mean, we had the plan. The fans are not being patient. Yes, I dismantled a team that went to the playoffs, but they have to know it's going to take 7 or 8 years to make that team go back to the playoffs. So now we'll never know because you fired my ass. This is on you. You suck, and I hate Columbus. Reclaiming my time, Jarmo, do you know approximately how many hours you spent playing a game called pickleball in the last couple of seasons? You listen here, Pipsqueak. I do my best thinking when I am pickling the balls, okay? This is how I make the big decisions. This is...
something about pickling balls. And Jarmo, let me tell you, even on the pickleball court, you were very inadequate.
It appears the Queen of England has joined the proceedings. Usually we would not allow this, but in light of current circumstances, we will. By far, this is one of the least corrupt things that's ever happened in Ohio legislature's history, so go right ahead.
It's not your job to allow anything small, man. I allow you to exist. I am not just the queen of all the earthly beings, but in the afterlife as well, where me and Viggo Mortensen rattle the headboard.
Hello. Is this where the bathroom is?
No, Mr. President. That's down the hall.
Oh, okay. Carry on. You're doing good work here. Toot sweet.
Moving on. Back to Jarmo. I'd like to present something here to everyone to examine. This is a macrame that my wife Fran has made, illustrating the issues with the Blue Jackets over the last 10 years. Excuse me. I am looking for the Ashley Madison group. I was told it was here, Ashley Madison support group. I'm looking for it. Let me know. Oh, for the love of... yes, that is also down the hall next to the bathroom. Thank God, this group wasn't exactly my type. A lot of uglies.
Take a hike, Playboy. I remember our evening together in 1984. Art of the deal, my ass.
Could we please get back on track here? Hold on. I am talking on the phone with Carolina. Piece of crap. Make them better. Playoff team. Jarmo Yarmering again.
I'm sorry to bother you again. I just wanted to let you know that I found the bathroom and I went all by myself. Lickety split.
You need to take charge of this meeting, Mr. DeWine, just like Viggo Mortensen likes to take charge when we do it in the channel.
Okay. Well, much like the time I tried to get Fran to read the Kama Sutra, I'm getting nowhere. So... meeting's adjourned, I guess. Jarmo, I send you to eat the same food that the crew players ate when they went to Mexico. Good day.
Could be the worst thing we ever did.
That's a pretty high bar for worst thing we've ever done, but we may have achieved it there.
Yeah.
Might be the longest.
No, it's not the long. We've done things longer than that.
Really?
Oh, it's super long.
It is long. It's
about
4
the
minutes.
longest I've ever seen.
Cut that one up. Keep it. Save it. Use it again. That's the longest I've ever seen. We need it. Gotta have it.
What do you think of that, Timmy? Good?
No.
Pretty good.
No, Timmy, it was not. Shut up. It was awful.
Hey, I mean,
it was awful.
It's empty calories, right? If I'm laughing, I didn't know that Joe was walking into bits.
Joe's walking in.
I wasn't.
Well, we had Trump walking in, too.
Trump and Joe both had to walk in.
I mean, you probably couldn't tell with that wonderful impersonation of both Joe and Trump. They were both there.
I don't even know if I could tell that Trump was there.
Oh, boy.
That would need some work. That would need some work. Joe is pretty good.
Maybe the Ultimate Warrior should have walked in. Where is the Ashley Madison meeting? See, I can't do it. You have to do it.
I can't do it either. It's too.
You used to do it.
I did it like one time on the spur of the moment, and now I always
What about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes? He walks in.
Hard times, Daddy, in this meeting. I tell you what, a computer should take all their jobs because no one ain't working in this meeting, Daddy.
It's beautiful.
Should have done that.
It's one of your best.
Should have thrown that in.
What was I going to say to you?
I don't know.
Oh, it's been confirmed. But if you thought that was bad, it's been confirmed the NBA draft will be 2 nights.
Oh, my gosh.
Starting on the 26th.
They only have 2 rounds.
Well, that's right. 1 round each night.
Why do you...
Tune in for the second round when you've heard of no one.
Yeah, because that second round produces tons of talent.
Yeah.
Bronny.
Could be.
First pick in the draft.
Sure.
That's where the money is.
You know what? Let it happen. I would just say this. The NFL draft being 3 days is a bit egregious as well, but it's 7 rounds. So as much as I don't like it to be a 3-day affair, I do get having the first round on its own, second and third round because they want it to be on Friday. But you could do the first round on Friday, and then Saturday could be all the rest of the rounds. But they want to get as much TV out of it as possible. The NBA trying to do this too is laughable. No one is tuning in for that second day other than reporters. The reporters have to tune in for it because they have to write all these picks down and pretend like it's a thing, but many people are not going to be tuning in for that.
Let's just wait for Shams Charania to tell us.
I was going to say, why don't we just play what we did earlier again?
Sure.
Instead
of more from Governor DeWine.
Sure.
Instead of the second round of the draft, or just play it again?
What do you think would get a better reception, the second round of the draft or the DeWine Jarmo hearing?
So we're gonna play that how many times over and over again,
as long as it takes.
It's gonna be a 3-hour second round, right?
That's fine. It's Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Boner?
I have. Let's see. I thought we were going to break, so I didn't have one. Here we go. President Bush says, "My crack and gap fillers." Common man, what voice would you want to talk in all the time for the rest of time? Your choices are the Queen, Rimmer, Jack, or Dom. T-Bone, who would you like to like man to impersonate? Who would you like man to impersonate?
There's only one voice that I slip into at home, just for my own amusement, and it's the Queen.
Yeah,
I will slip into the Queen.
The problem is with the Queen, you take a real long time to say everything. Because,
oh, hello.
Why are you mocking?
9 minutes later, this sentence will end.
Really stretch it out.
I love dueling impressions. It's one of my favorite things about the show.
How am I going to make the case if I don't do at least a version of it?
They left out Lori. They left out your Laurie Schmidt, though.
I would vote. Hello. I would vote for that. If your Lori was you the rest of the time, if I had to pick one, that's the one I'm picking.
And all it is every impression is hello.
All my impressions are hello.
They do all start. Hello. Do your Rimmer.
Do a Gus Johnson with hello.
I don't do Gus Johnson. You do.
Oh, hello. I can't even do it because it's not.
I just want to point out. Timmy said, "Mike, why don't you do an impression that I do with a word we never said?" Mike says, "I don't do that." Timmy then says, "Let me do it."
Wait, I don't do that.
Brilliant.
You know what? You do it, Andrew Luck. And how do you start Andrew Luck?
Hello.
Yeah.
And how do you start Chops?
How do you start Chops?
You do Chops. Yeah, it's actually
high.
The Luck, I think, is a high.
Yeah, you do a high. Yeah, that's right.
Let me get my flip phone here.
What about Phil Rivers? How do you start Phil? Or I'm sorry. Yeah, is it Phil Rivers?
Phil Rivers is, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You don't do a hello for that.
I don't do a hello for that. Now, Jay Burson, hello.
What do you do for Jack? What do you start? No, you don't start with
hello. Hi, everybody.
You usually just start off like,
oh, hey, Jack here. You know, the PGA asked us to move this back.
It's not Jack. That's Elmo.
No.
Mixed with the
Jack
Queen.
Nicholas.
That's Grover.
It's definitely Jack Nicholas.
That's Jack Nicholas'
This
son.
is Elmo. Hi, Elmo. I mean, why am I saying hi to myself? Hi, Timmy. Elmo, come over and play.
Sure, Elmo.
Man, how do we take this segment, make it even worse? We're doing it. Jesus. We're doing it. All the news and notes you need as we go on campus coming up next.
Common Man and T-Bone.
So take your time.
On the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know that westbound 270's off-ramp to 23 on the North Outer Belt is closed due to an accident, and we have a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 270, again on the North Outer Belt, between 161 and 71. This report is sponsored by Hot Rod Magazine's Hot Rod Power Tour. America's largest road trip turns 30. The Hot Rod Power Tour, driven by Continental Tire, will be at the National Trial Raceway in Hebron on Thursday, June 13th. See thousands of cars on display, plus autocross and drag racing. Register now at hotrodpowertour.us. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey guys, let's talk game. We watch the games, we talk about the games, but how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to get started than this spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they'll make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and get your results in about 25 minutes. So if you often feel tired, noticing weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game, you've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months and up to $2,500 off BX23S tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Do you subscribe to the Fans YouTube channel? Well, why not? Catch our best interview, Stupid Man and Bone videos, and live video of our shows as they happen.
You can participate in your neighborhood watch.
Search 971 The Fan and subscribe today.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
We go to war for you.
It's motorcycle season here in Ohio. This is attorney Robert Scherger. Distracted driving is at a record high. We know the accident is not your fault. Let us go to war for you if a negligent driver ruins your summer.
WarForYou.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today or go online to agproco.com for more information.
Summer is finally here in Ohio, and the best part about summer is the fresh fruits and vegetables. And the best place to find them, well, it's one of my favorite places to eat. That is Bob Evans, because they're going to make sure they have the farm freshest ingredients right to your plate. They have 3 new salads: the steakhouse salad, the grilled chicken chop salad, and my favorite, the summer berry salad. Grilled chicken, strawberries, blueberries, pecans, feta cheese, everything you like, it's all there, and it's all fresh and delicious. So go check them out and learn more at bobevans.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Barely famous, incredibly stupid. Back to Man and Bone.
If you would like to complain about the last segment, and I don't blame if you do, our boss, Fish, is in the YouTube chat right now. So he's there to take your complaints. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button, and then we're there. Hey, everybody. You can watch us live, and you can join the chat and talk to Fish. Bone just popped in there as well. Jen was in there earlier. No Teddy today because he's off.
Well, you never know. He may still pop in.
That's true.
Hubert, I saw, said, Bone just took 3 years off his life popping into the chat. It's like the elephant's foot at Chernobyl. Now, that's a reference. Good reference by you, Hubert. You ever watched any of the Chernobyl documentary stuff or the movie they did about it?
No.
Yeah, the elephant's foot, let me just tell you, you don't want to go near it. That's what he's saying. He's described their chat as nuclear waste. And I don't think that's not, I don't think that's accurate, Hubert, but I appreciated the joke.
On campus, let's do it.
Common Man and T-Bones. On campus, the latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Don't let your dad bod hold you back anymore. Schedule your medical weight loss consult today.
Bone! Well, man, the college football playoff, we now know the dates that's going to start. 12-team college football playoff this year will kick off with a first-round game on December 20th. It'll conclude with a title game 1 month later in Atlanta on, of course, January 20th. 4 first-round college football playoff games will be the 20th and 21st. They are trying to at least start on the 20th to avoid the NFL, who is playing on the 21st. ABC and ESPN will televise the Friday and Saturday night games with an 8 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. TNT will have the December 21st afternoon games at 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. That was very misleading, or confusing, but ABC and ESPN will have the games on the 20th. TNT will have the games on the 21st. That's what I should have said. In either case, afternoon games will go up against a pair of NFL games with Houston, Kansas City at 1 p.m., Baltimore, Pittsburgh at 4:30. Anyway, that's that. Fox president Mike Mulvihill said, I think it'll be fine for the NFL and college football to coexist on that date. I think both events will do just fine in the ratings. So I guess we'll find out. But you know what? If you're a college football fan, if you're an NFL fan, do you care? Like, as long as you get to watch what you want to watch, it's all going to be there for you. You might have to pick if you would like to watch multiple games, but it's not the first time we've done that. College football fans know how to do that very well, so not too big of a shock there. Meanwhile, Georgia got a big commitment. The top recruit in their 2025 class is now Zayden Walker, number 15 overall prospect, in-state linebacker for them, number 2 outside linebacker in the 2025 ESPN 300. He picked the Dogs over Miami and South Carolina, among others. He's a 4-star prospect and state's 4th highest rated recruit in his class.
I did just get word today he was arrested for DUI, so he'll fit right
Maybe
in.
not DUI, but certainly driving
reckless driving,
reckless
something.
Driving. Yes, that's more the Georgia. That's their lane, and by lane I mean multiple lanes of the freeway as they're racing other cars. Not good. Alabama has flipped a dual threat 4-star QB. It's kind of impressive, but it's kind of not. The guy seems very impressive. Keelan Russell, number 81 recruit in the 2025 class, number 15 prospect from Texas. He flipped from SMU. Yeah, I would think, is this, it's one of those where it is news, but I genuinely wonder, how hard is it for Alabama to call up an SMU recruit and say, even without Nick Saban, hi, we're Alabama, would you like to come here? I would think the answer is yes, 100 times out of 100.
Big 12 now.
Oh,
remember,
right.
They're paying their own way to get into the Big 12.
Right.
You don't have to pay us any money. We'll just come in your conference.
That's what I'm saying. My point here is I would think that that's not very difficult to do. However, this does have a Buckeye tie-in because the Tide failed to add a passer. They were hoping to, keep Julian Sayin, but he flipped to Ohio State. So now they had to go out and find another quarterback for next year's class, and they've done so with Keelan Russell. So it's obviously not this year where Julian Sayin is, but next year they want to replace that with another quarterback in, so that's what they're trying to do. Good for them, I guess. Some bad news on the basketball side of things. Elmarco Jackson for Kansas.
My guy.
Former McDonald's All-American. He is going to miss the entire season.
Not my guy.
He suffered a torn patellar tendon during a workout this week, according to the Kansas Jayhawks media staff there. Suffered the injury during a camp on Tuesday. He will undergo surgery. Recovery time is about a year for that. But, yeah, that would really... I mean, the season is just a month or two old where they've gotten out of it. He's apparently helping out at a camp and blows out his patellar tendon for the entire year. That's a tough blow there. Meanwhile, on the basketball floor, Creighton head coach Greg McDermott is now going to be honored by the school with a renamed basketball practice facility. They're going to call it the McDermott Center in honor of Greg McDermott, and they said his family. So Dougie Buckets is also not getting forgotten in all of this. He led the Blue Jays to the NCAA tournament 9 times in his last 14 seasons, which are the 14 seasons he's been there. Needs 3 wins to break the program record of 327. Of course, Doug McDermott, 3-time consensus All-American, yada, yada, yada.
Good thing we didn't want him here.
Right.
Remember?
Oh, I know.
Me and you.
Oh, I know. We were against it.
Throwing a fit.
There was that report, I don't know how accurate it was, that he was taking meetings with Gene, and this was a whole thing.
They were going to hire him until we threw a fit and said, you deserve someone better like the Holt man.
And they signed Chris Holtman.
It's all because of us. Oops. Fat Boy Food Tip. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane on westbound 70 on the east side after Kelton Avenue, and slow traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 161 and 17th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey there, friends, it's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Just one more day before the Memorial Tournament starts at Muirfield Village in Dublin. Tournament host and founder Jack Nicklaus says moving the tournament to a week later on the calendar was not their idea.
We would prefer the other week. However, we are here this week because the tour asked us to help them out. They said they had a thing that they wanted to do and that the players had asked for, and that we help it out. And we said yes.
Baseball today, final in Indianapolis. Clippers lost to the Indians 11-6. Sixth inning in Denver. The Reds trail Colorado 5-4. Cleveland Guardians at home with Kansas City tonight. Guardians a 5-game lead over the Royals atop the American League Central. In the NFL, the Cleveland Browns have announced a contract extension for both head coach Kevin Stefanski and general manager Andrew Berry. Terms not disclosed. They've been in their position since 2020. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Bone?
Well, quite a few of them. Micah tweeted us and said, "My guys." Now get this. This is a nice little flex in the middle of his Wildcard Wednesday tweet. He says, "I'm at an airport lounge in Doha on the way to Nairobi. A couple," and he said, "A couple lets their kid scream and pull things off of other people's tables in this airport lounge. Mm-hmm. When you give any kind of side eye, the parents give you a nasty look. We have a kid, and this makes me crazy. What as a parent makes you go nuts?"
Everything. I just, I hate other people's children because I hate other people. If I hate people, I must hate their children.
Yeah, I get that. I do feel a little bad for the kids who it's like, you're not getting any help in life by these idiots raising you.
No, I know, but then they're going to go through life as entitled SOBs because their parents are entitled SOBs. I don't know. I'm just going by that description.
Yeah.
Where did he say he was? Doha?
Doha. Yeah.
Okay. You know, clearly those parents believe that their time and their children's eccentricities, I guess, is more important than everybody else's comfort. That's everything you need to know about those people. They're the same people who camp out in the left lane and refuse to move.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I will admit I probably have put more anxiety or helped my kids' anxiety along because I'm the type of person who will absolutely under no circumstances do I want that to happen out in public.
You don't want to affect other people.
Right. So I will tell them, like, sometimes the older two, let's say, or any of, we've got 3 kids. They all have argued with each other at times in a store. We've been out and it starts off with like, "That's mine. That's mine. You stole it. And I'm like, guys, enough. You can do this in the car. We're not doing this here. Because I don't need a full-blown argument happening out in the middle of public. I don't, not because I'm embarrassed by it, but because I don't think that's fair to other people."
That's exactly right.
But I'm guessing parents who do this, they must say, like, "No, I don't want my kids to ever feel like uninhibited or whatever."
Well, you know what? Then they're going to lose at life.
Well, yeah, at some point.
Because that's the problem.
You got to learn how to function in society.
Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable. Sometimes you can't just have everything catered to you in every single situation that you're in. That's
right.
Ridiculous.
Now, the other thing I will say, this is something that really bugs me as a parent when I see other parents do it, and it relates to sports. When I see parents, like the leagues that my kids are in, often we're talking rec league. We're talking, it's not the select of select teams. Sure. And we're not traveling 200 miles a weekend to go to these games. But I'm sure even at those games, you can see examples of this. But like at a rec league soccer game, we know what's happening there. This is for the kids to have fun. This is for them to learn how to compete and to learn how to teamwork goes and all that. And maybe they find they have some hidden talent we don't know about. And eventually they got to go play somewhere else. But I've seen parents get so worked up over these youth sporting events where they're yelling at their own kids. They're yelling at the ref. If you're yelling anything other than "way to go, guys, good job," I get frustrated as a parent because we all would probably like to at sometimes go, "What are you doing? No, don't do that." But you're trying to let the kids learn it on their own. And by the way, if you ever go to these youth soccer games, I have coached on the other sidelines now a couple times in different sports. Guess what you can hear from the other sidelines? A chorus of noise that makes no sense. So if you're sitting there yelling at your kid like, do this, do that, if you're yelling specific instructions, they're not hearing you. They're hearing just a wall of noise because every parent is doing it now. And I don't know why we do this.
I do.
Why is that?
Because people suck.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. This one from Jordan says, my guys, simple two-part question. If you were a professional wrestler, what would your finishing move be and what would you call it?
Now, I've always been a fan of the submission moves.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It would have to be some sort of submission move. I always thought the crippler crossface was a nice one. Unfortunately, the guy who put it on murdered his entire family, so that's probably out the window.
Well, no, you can use the move. You just can't call it the crippler crossface. What would you call it? I think we'd have to do something along the lines of like
pass out and die.
That's not very original.
Well,
I mean, that's just...
you're putting me on the spot to come up with something creative.
That's what this is. That's Wildcard Wednesday. Here's what I would probably go. One, I have always been a fan of the, like, what do they call it? The jackknife suplex? Where you put the guy straight up and down.
Like Goldberg would do that.
Yeah, and then you just suplex him down, and that's like your finishing move. I would like that. It would have to be like Bones Power Bomb or something, or the, you know what I mean? Like, or the Bone Plex. I think I'd go with that. Oh, no. Oh, my God. He's got him in the bone plex. Boom. And then just 1, 2, 3.
Maybe mine would be called Ask Him.
Ask Him.
Because that's what the referee, that's what like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, ask him if he quits.
Yes. Because they pull the hand up.
They
and then
put him in the ask him.
And he holds the hand up and you're like, oh, no, he's still fighting through it. How would Vince McMahon call it if I put someone up and I had him in the bone plex?
Oh, look at him. He's gonna bone him.
What if I dropped him in the bone plex, but it's like at WrestleMania, and this is the first time someone they don't protect my finish, and I get a 2 count, but then kicks out. What would that sound like from Vince McMahon?
He's got him up. He's gonna bone. Look at him. 1, 2. He got him. No, he didn't get him. No, he didn't get him. I haven't seen a bone like that since... John Laurinaitis and I locked my secretary in my office.
Oh, no. I forgot about that.
Look at him.
I forgot about that. That's not good. We've called Brock Lesnar in to have his way with her.
1, 2. He's got... No, he didn't get him. He didn't get him.
The bone plex. You know what? I'm happy with that. I don't have to edit that. I'm good. Let's keep bone plex as it is. This one says, Jeff from Cardiff, my fat guy, I hope so. My fat guy food tippers. With the celebrity pro-am going on at Muirfield today, what would your celebrity foursome be to play around with? So not just not a foursome, to be clear, a foursome of golf.
Yes, sure.
Well, one, I would need people who have a sense of humor, who also understand that I don't golf. So, and they have to be celebrities.
No, he didn't say that.
I thought he said, what's your perfect celebrity foursome?
Or celebrity foursome.
He did say that, yeah.
I was going to pick Timmy. Timmy's a celebrity. He hosts the Buckeye Show.
That's right.
I'd like to play with Timmy.
There you go.
You want to play with me?
Yeah. I think it'd be fun.
Don't say that too loud, because he'll just invite you out and say, well, let's go play golf next week.
I don't want to play golf.
You, me, Anthony, and Scotty.
There you go.
No, I'll pass on the other two.
Those are celebrities.
Come on.
Those are celebrities.
I'll pass on the other two.
Come on.
You know what? I'm thinking of, here's a celebrity foursome I wouldn't mind. I'd like to go out with Arnold.
Wow. Keep pumping.
Yeah, I'd want Schwarzenegger there because I know we'd have some good cigars on hand. Then I want someone like Ron White, like the comedian Ron White, like the Southern Ron, because he'll have booze.
I'm not aware of him.
Oh, he'll do his Tiger Woods bit.
You know who Ron White is?
I don't know. Who's Ron White?
The guy he was on the
drinking
blue-collar comedy.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, there's a time I was in Texas for 4 days. Felt like 4 years. Anyway, I was drinking over a Scotch card.
I'm going to look at him right now.
Is that not Ron White?
I've never seen this. I've never seen this guy in my life.
Have you never heard of Ron White?
I've never seen this guy in my life.
You've heard his Tiger bit, right? He's like, when you think about it, Tiger actually didn't cheat all that much.
Yes.
Like most dudes, they think they're proud of not cheating. They're like, yeah, but you never had the opportunity to cheat.
Was that a him or was that Ron White or was that Norm? I can't remember if Norm Macdonald did that bit first. Maybe they both have done it.
Oh my goodness, they've both done it.
Whoa.
Who had it first? That's a big thing with comics. Norm has definitely told that now that you mention it.
Yeah. They've definitely both done a Tiger bit.
Norm's is better, too, because Norm's cadence is just better.
We're burying the lead here.
I don't know who he is.
You've never heard of Ron White?
No.
Bodie, Ultimate Test. Have you heard of Ron White before today?
I have not.
Okay.
I just looked at a picture, too.
Not a shocker. Bodie and I hate everything from the South.
Bodie hates everything from America.
Do you know who Jeff Foxworthy is?
I know who he is. I just don't think he's funny.
Okay, but you know who Larry the Cable Guy is. Do you
I know who he is. I don't think he's
Bill
funny.
Engvall?
Yes.
And Ron White was the fourth guy of those guys.
Great.
Those were the group. All right.
Hill Jackson comedy.
I'd go with those two. And then who else? I need someone else who smokes cigars.
I hate the South. Michael Jordan smokes
There we go.
cigars.
Yeah. Those two and then Michael Jordan.
He's good. Cash on the green, baby.
Hey, man. That's fine. I'll tell him I can't play and I don't have any cash. So
he's going to take your cash.
Good. He can take it on the first hole, and I'll be like, I guess I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'll just sit here and talk with you guys and drink and smoke cigars. Let's go.
Barkley sounds fun.
I was going to say
Barkley's more my Barkley's more my speed because Barkley's not nearly as competitive as Jordan in the sense of like he knows what he is now. He's just a guy telling stories. Jordan still thinks he's got something to prove, which is weird.
I'd have the Sandman in that group, too.
Oh, Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore and all over the place.
The Sandman from ECW was going to come with his kendo stick.
Nope, not him.
I will say, that's the problem, though, with Adam Sandler is, as much as I love him, I think he's great.
Put that stick away.
But here's, yes, but that's what I would want is like Sandler characters, and what you're going to get is the guy who negotiated multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix, who's just going to be like...
Did you see his little thing that went viral? It's a couple years old, but he actually displayed on his... He just was out on a golf course, and he took his cell phone, and he stuck it up against the tee marker, and he did his Happy Gilmore swing.
He did.
And he went up to his phone, and he was like, hey, shooter, I'm going to get you, man. And he did his voice and everything, and he went back, and he piped one down the middle.
Okay, all right.
He said, not going to lie, that was pretty good. And then he turned the phone off.
Then Ron White's like, I was rooting for the alligator. I got to be honest with you. Yeah, it's good. Glad we're doing that.
That's good.
Thad Mata has entered the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, just in terms of at this juncture of the season,
Timmy, okay, basketball coaches. Who are the three basketball coaches you'd like to go foursome golfing with? Where you get to talk to these coaches about life and basketball and your golfing. It seems like an ultimate day for you. Who would be the three guys?
Foursome with Timmy.
Yeah. We'll have Bill Self. Self will be out there.
Okay, Self.
Can ask him about all the scandal stuff.
We'll have all daggum, all shucks, all daggum. We'll get you on Augusta National.
You get two Kansas coaches.
Yeah, we'll get Roy.
Okay,
Roy, North Carolina. Williams,
yeah.
Maybe we'll get Doug Gottlieb out there.
Oh, come on. Get out of here. Only if you're going to beat him with the 5-iron.
I was going to say, do the other coaches just beat him to death? Yes.
You gotta have an idiot in your group. Makes everything better. And then maybe the Holt man can caddy.
Well, that's...
We'll
put him on the bag.
What went wrong.
He's a coach again, though. He can actually golf with caddy.
I think he'd like to be out there.
On the bag over Gottlieb?
That's an honor.
Gottlieb should be on the bag, if anybody.
I want to make fun of how Gottlieb plays the game, though.
That's fair. You're probably a better golfer.
I want to see him blow up. And I don't want to see Chris Holtman go out there and shoot 100 or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm there for the comments and the discussion.
All right. I was going to do Fat Boy Food Tip. We forgot.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got to talk.
Well, we'll do it next. And more Southern comedians I've never heard of. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for some slow traffic causing a 10-minute delay on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and I-70. And we have a crash that's blocking 2 lanes on westbound Refugee Road at Winchester Pike. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken, but when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
If your garage door doesn't have windows, but you can still see through it, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause instead,
we got 7.
And here's our number 1.
Sunny Street Cafe, a bright spot for breakfast and lunch.
Now with 8 locations.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here, and there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game, you've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to protect against wear and deposits. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $33.99 in-store only. Limit supply. Learn more at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your options and visit goodfeet.com.
Every year, Adult Protective Services receives thousands of reports of elder abuse, exploitation, and neglect in Ohio. When a report is received, Adult Protective Services can check in and provide help if needed. If someone you know is showing signs of elder maltreatment, don't hesitate to call 855-OHIO-APS. Let's work together to help every Ohioan age safely.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few thunderstorms around on this Wednesday. Temperatures holding around 80 degrees. Overnight, we'll see the showers and storms ending. Temperatures down to the mid-60s and dry start on Thursday morning. Most of the partly sunny skies, breezy and warm with highs around 80 degrees. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus and their 12,000 square foot sports book. It's the place for all the action. Obviously, you want to put some money on the ponies, they got it for you. You want to put money on any game in the world, for the most part, they got it for you. Scotty Vegas is coked out in the corner. He's there. I think tonight is the last night for all-you-can-eat crab legs as well.
Is it? I don't know.
I think. Don't
That's
hold
great,
me
though.
to it, but $59.99 in the sports book, all-you-can-eat crab legs. It's only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Fatboy Food, yeah!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Bone, do you have anything?
I do have this little note here from, where did it go? I was on another thing. Brian, he sent us a Wildcard Wednesday, it wasn't from Brian. My bad. This is from Afternoon Cheese Sauce. I got my tweets mixed up.
Thank God we got that corrected.
I don't want to take it away from Brian. It was Afternoon Cheese Sauce.
Morning Cheese Sauce is not here. Afternoon Cheese Sauce is here.
Now, Afternoon Cheese Sauce had another part to this, which is just a baseball stat that I can bring up when we're done. But here's the Fat Boy Food Tip part. He said, have you guys talked about the churro Oreos yet? Oreo is doing a ton of different flavors.
I've seen them. I have not tried it yet.
I have not tried it. He said, for him, a little too much cinnamon, in my honest opinion. Or in my opinion. So, all right, let him live. I have not had them. On the Oreo flavors thing, I am really good. Like, I have made peace with it because I am reminding myself that Oreos, the name Oreo to me just means a standard Oreo or a double stuff or a mega stuff. That's all Oreo. When you then slap the Oreo name on a lemon vanilla cookie, I may like that lemon vanilla cookie very much. I'm just not. I can move past the fact you're calling it an Oreo because I know it's not an Oreo. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would try like this churro flavored cookie that masquerades as an Oreo, but I'm not going to be mad that Oreo is calling it that. It's fine.
Of all the Oreo alternative flavors that I've tried, and I've tried quite a bit of them, to me, the only ones that I buy repeatedly, mint Oreo.
Okay.
I enjoy the mint
Good
very
idea.
much. And actually, Joe Tardy, resident fact checker of this show, turned me on to the mint Oreo. And mint Oreo, by the way, naturally double stuffed.
Really?
Yes, they don't. They don't
double
say
stuffed.
it.
Oh, but it's that
there's
big.
more mint filling.
I didn't know
than
this.
a regular Oreo.
Okay.
And the golden Oreos, I enjoy very much.
You like the golden Oreos?
I do. I like the double stuffed golden.
You like well, I had a joke there. We'll leave it alone.
I like Al Golden.
No, it's not where I was going. Wondered if you were ever showering yourself
With
in those
golden Oreos?
Yeah, I didn't
Absolutely.
know if you ever did that. Okay.
Love it.
No, I will say the Oreo flavor that I go to the most is when they do the Oreos, it's chocolate Oreos, but with peanut butter filling. I mean, that's right up my alley. Chocolate and peanut butter. I love that one.
Have you ever taken Oreos and just dipped them straight in peanut butter? Because I have.
I have done that as well.
Delicious.
You know what though? Better when they are the peanut butter Oreos and then you do that and you get peanut butter everywhere. Oof, that's good.
I was down in Florida last week. I was staying at my in-laws' condo. My mother has my mother-in-law. I love her like my mother, but she's my mother-in-law.
Sure.
She has some sort of weird fetish with peanut butter. And I like peanut butter very much, but she had, and she's gone. They leave.
I was going to say, how weird is this fetish before we get going too far? Because I've heard of some weird peanut butter fetishes.
I don't know what she does with the jars when I'm not there, but I'm just saying the sheer amount of peanut butter that she has for just her and my father-in-law. 7 jars of peanut butter.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Jif Creamy.
Okay.
Jif Crunchy. Skippy Creamy. Peter Pan. And there was, I think, an all-natural almond butter was in there as well.
Now, can I ask, because she's a grandma, right? Not just to your daughter, but to other children in your family.
No, it's not for them. It's for her.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is, like, if you're grandma and you're like, well, the one kids over here, they like Skippy, and the other kids that come.
I've asked her about this.
Okay.
She said, she's in different moods depending on the day.
Wow.
And so she'll just, if she wants something sweeter, that's Peter Pan because it's honey roasted flavored.
Now, see, this is odd because I know you are very specific on it's Jif or it's nothing. You can go to hell, right?
Yes, that's right.
Now, my wife is the same way. And so in our household, we have Jif all the time. Now, she's a crunchy person. I'm a creamy person, but we both say Jif is fine. But if she one day was like they were out of peanut butter, all I could get was Peter Pan, I would say, all right, that's fine. I just don't care as much about the taste because at the end of the day, to me, it all ends up tasting very similar to peanut butter.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's for you.
No.
I'm saying when I taste
it. You sound like Tyvis right now where it's like Pepsi and Coke are the same. I don't know what voice that is. It's Tyvis, apparently.
I don't eat a lot of peanut butter. So when I do, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is what I was looking for. It's got that peanut butter flavor. But no, I don't eat enough of it to delineate. Coke, I drink every day. So, yes, I can tell the difference between Coke, Pepsi, etc.
What I'm saying, have peanut butter every day? You should.
I know I should, but I don't.
I have a little spoonful every single day.
Well, that's good.
No, it's not good. I have breasts. It's not good. What do you think
it's going to do to me? If you've got breasts, I'm going to have,
Timmy,
I don't know. I'll be total recall.
What peanut butter do you have in your house, Timmy?
Let's see. I probably have Jif. Crunchy.
What do you mean you probably have? That's what your preferred peanut butter is.
That's what I've got. Yeah.
That should be no hesitation. Just, I know what I have.
I'm sorry.
I don't think it was that big of a hesitation. It was like half a second where you just jumped in on what peanut butter do you have.
Like?
I don't know. You asked him what he had. You asked him what he had in his house. He didn't say what he liked. He said what he has in his house.
What do you have? I just walked in. What do you have?
I went out to dinner with another couple.
He's all Jif all the time.
Jif, okay.
Yes, there's no other. There's Jif and then there's human fecal matter.
Stop.
Okay?
Jeez.
It's all Jif. All the time.
That's pretty high and mighty with your peanut butter.
I went out to dinner with another couple once. It was the one and only time I ever went out with them. We were at a steak place.
Okay.
Sit down, order the steak. I order my steak. Kristen orders her steak. The other wife who was there orders the steak. The guy looks at his wife when they ask, how would you like your steak cooked? And says, how do I like my steak cooked? I lost all respect for that man in that moment. How do you not know how you like your steak cooked?
Are you likening what I just did with a 1 second hesitation to a peanut butter do I have?
This is, Timmy,
Chunky?
look in my life. One time.
I like crunchy. I can change brands. It doesn't have to be Jif.
No,
Timmy,
it does
I
have
want
to
a
be.
different kind.
Timmy, I'm with you, but this man is a psycho when it comes to the peanut butter.
What? I'll get the Myers. I'll get the Myers brand.
I'm fine if it's, what is it?
I'm saying S's now.
Why are you putting an S on the end of it, too? That makes it even worse.
I'm saying S now, because everybody else does.
Myers,
St. John's Arena.
Myers peanut butter. It's the peanut butter Meyer has. It's Myers peanut butter. That's all. That's fine. Anyway.
No, it's not. It's Myers's. It's Myers's peanut butter.
What I am telling you is I find it odd that your mother-in-law says, oh, I detect a difference in taste. And I prefer it given mood to go from one. Like, to me, that's the weirdest.
No, I actually understand that.
No, I don't. Because that one is like, I detect a taste difference so much. You're saying it's like fecal matter. If it's anything other than Jif, she's saying, well.
I didn't say I agree with it. I said I understood it.
I'm saying I don't understand knowing there's a difference in taste and saying, oh, depend on my mood. Like, I know there's a difference between Oreos and Hydrox. I'm never in a mood for Hydrox. I get Oreos.
Do you remember when there was the shortage of Jif?
Oh, I do, yeah.
They had some sort of problem at the plant with listeria or something. That. They had to shut it down.
They had little Jennies going on or something.
And they couldn't stock any of the Jif. I was like running to stores.
I know.
When listeners would call and say, I saw one. Trayview Road, go.
Yeah.
I just get in the car and go. I just start screaming.
It was like when Hostess was dying.
Jif!
Oh, I remember. Because my wife is then freaking out about how there's no Jif. And I'm like, well, that's great. I got the biggest tub of Peter Pan we could ever have. She's like, I guess I won't have any peanut butter then. And I'm like, I found peanut butter.
No, it's not the same.
Peanut butter. I got you some peanut butter.
I tried it. I bought some Skippy. During the crisis,
really?
I bought some Skippy. I tasted it. I wanted to vomit.
Wow.
It's like somebody said, you know what, Jif, a little bit too flavorful. Let's take half the flavor out and call it Skippy.
I'm debating whether or not I want to die today. Because I have a comment. I have a comment lined up for Mike that I think will get me killed.
You're allowed to have it, though.
You ready for this?
You love the peanut butter.
I didn't know I was sitting next to the Jennifer Aniston of peanut butters over here. Just can't. Just a weak constituted stomach. Tongue can't handle it.
This McDonald's is making me sick.
Get out of here.
I'm so maintained.
I'm like, actually, I've got
so fit that if I have a Big Mac, I want to die.
You know that's not what I mean.
I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't.
You know that's not what I mean.
I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Couldn't miss.
Choosy moms choose Jif.
That's right.
And so does Dick's. Dad's in charge. The DIC chooses Jif.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of.
What?
No. Who are we talking to next?
Name dropping. I hate my laugh. God damn it. Name dropping with Jeff River. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know there's a 90-minute slowdown if you need to travel southbound 270 on the northeast outer belt before 670. And we also have a 30-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment. Grab great gearhead gifts for your dad that he'll love, like tools, parts, and collectibles. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 6/23/24. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Marty Brenneman here for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health for treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues. And they're the leader for a reason, because I can tell you from my own experience of being treated there, Tri-State Men's Health is top shelf. Far too many men wait to get their ED treated, but I want to tell you today that you shouldn't wait any longer. If you're suffering with ED and are like most guys, a medical team at Tri-State Men's Health will get you back on track fast. They have the experience, they have the treatment protocols, and they know what they're doing. At Tri-State Men's Health, they have ED treatments that are effective in well over 90% of men. They can even combine treatments for better results. You might even find yourself performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Hot under the collar? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix that fast. 1-800-COOLING.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
The memorial is here, and we're there, and your neighbors are there, and Scotty Scheffler's lawyer is there. We're live from the memorial continues tomorrow.
Sponsored by Ohio for Responsible Gambling and Orthopedic One. The Fan.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180, with a buzz term for you. GLP-1. The buzz part doesn't mean GLP-1 isn't important. Quite the opposite. GLP-1 is a crucial hormone produced in our gut that regulates blood sugar and appetite. Basically, it helps control our weight. The buzz is because pharmaceutical companies are positioning medications as your only treatment option. But that's not true. Losing weight with Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, and we're now introducing GLP-1 Balance. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 addresses the root causes of weight issues by focusing on nutrition, gut health, and sleep. By addressing these areas, your body naturally balances GLP-1 levels, making weight loss easier and more sustainable without lifelong medications or side effects. If you're curious about GLP-1 Balance and how it can work for you, talk with us. Find us online at awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180, your long-term solution for weight loss.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Greener, greener, better.
Hey guys, Andy Katzenmoyer for Game Day Men's Health. Struggling with low energy, lack of focus, and trouble in the bedroom? You might have low testosterone. Game Day is here to help. They specialize in low T and other treatments just for men, like vitamin therapy, sexual wellness, and weight loss. Best of all, it's quick. Get started in as little as one visit. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan to book your free low T test today. That's GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's name drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, the CBJ's Jeff Remmer.
Sponsored by Buyers Imports, Hamilton Road by the airport.
Our guy, Jeff Remmer, joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, Rims.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we today?
Good. How you feeling?
Much better. Thank you.
Good.
One more week to go with the neck brace, and I'll be like a new man. 100,000-mile check. I'll be young as ever and raring to go.
Where are you today?
I'm in Florida.
Yeah, I know. Are you at home? Are you driving your wife to an anniversary dinner that you're just going to leave her in the car for? What are you doing?
Well, number one, I can't drive for another week, so we're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not at a valet parking the car as I did a few weeks ago. I am sitting in my office in my home here in suburban South Florida, and just waiting to hear from you guys.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought there was something more interesting happening. All right, did you talk to the guys about Don Waddell last week?
Well, we mentioned it. Of course, I was happy that you weren't there because, of course, you accused me in the dying seconds of the program of holding out when I said we're getting close. You know something.
You did know something. You knew it was going to be him.
Well, I mean, it was obvious. There were 4 teams left. One game in the Eastern Conference Final, one in the West. So of the 4 teams, the Jackets certainly had their picks and knew which direction that they were going in. And
all right, let me ask you this question: when the season ended, did JD know that Don Waddell's the guy that I'm going after?
I'd say no, because when the season ended, they were just pretty well talking to anybody and everybody they could, save for the teams that were involved in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And when the time came, John Davidson, who made it very clear, if we get the right person, he will step aside as president of hockey ops. He's now senior advisor, and they brought in Donnie Waddell, who certainly has a pretty good resume, and hopefully will lead the Blue Jackets to where we all want to go, and that's the promised land in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Rims, help me out with the Monsters up in Cleveland doing good work there. They're getting moving through the playoffs in the AHL. I know that success in the AHL does not necessarily mean success in the NHL, but how much value does the organization put on what that team's doing right now?
Well, I watched the game last night, and Hershey won in Cleveland, so they're now up 3-0. But, hey, any time that you can have your young players performing in the not Stanley Cup playoffs, but any kind of postseason, American Hockey League, East Coast League, whatever, it's a benefit to them. And not always are you able to win the Calder Cup, which goes to the champion of the American Hockey League. But you'll recall a few years ago, the Blue Jackets won it all, or at least their farm team did. And the likes of Zach Werenski, and you just went right down the list of players that played on that team that eventually made it to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think the Jackets certainly miss Powell's own Carson Meyer, who got hurt with the Blue Jackets late in the season, and he's been unable to play. He could have made a difference. Josh Dunn is there and certainly playing a significant role. Fix Wolanski scored another goal last night. Jet Greaves, who obviously figures in the future of the Jackets as far as goaltending is concerned, he is getting valuable reps, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's part of the goaltending makeup come next year.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, Buyers Imports by the airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
I never turned down an opportunity to talk about the guys at Buyers Imports by the airport. I was just thinking earlier on here this afternoon that it won't be too long. The 2025 lineup of cars, be they Audi, Porsche, Subaru, Volkswagen, Polestar, they'll start hitting the showroom. So I would think here, as we approach the latter part of June and into early July, when some of those new vehicles come in, now's a pretty good time to head to Buyers Imports by the airport, because the selection is good and you know you're going to get a great deal. In fact, tell them Rimmer sent you, and you'll make sure you get an extra few bucks off. I promise.
We were talking about JD and how he's now officially senior advisor. What do you think that looks like? Have you spoken to him about that? Is he still going to be involved in day-to-day operations, or is senior advisor? Like, I hear senior advisor, I think about roving instructor on a golf cart in spring training. That's what I think about. But I assume his role is going to be a little bit more involved than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, he and Donnie Waddell have talked to JD several times here, obviously, since the change here, week 10 days ago now. And Donnie wants him very much involved, as he should. John's a pretty good guy to pick the brain. He's pretty well done it all as a player, broadcaster, and NHL executive. And the thought is that Don has somebody that he can certainly lean on, as well as other members of the hockey staff. And now it's a situation where Waddell is in, obviously getting a chance to meet the entire staff and decide which direction they're going to go. There's a lot of decisions to be made. Don Waddell at his opening news conference stated, hey, they've got to decide on the future of Pascal Vincent. They've got to decide which way are they going to go with Elvis Merzlikins. And it's interesting, when Waddell spoke for that opening news conference, he made it very clear that it wasn't too long ago, I believe 4 years ago, he made an inquiry to the Blue Jackets about Elvis Merzlikins, who at that time was ready to be one of the top National Hockey League goaltenders of the future. Of course, he has struggled. What will be the final analysis for Elvis? I guess that all remains to be seen, but those are some of the big decisions that are going to be made here in the days and the weeks to come.
Do you know Don at all, Rims?
Absolutely. Known him for a long time.
Can you do me a favor? Can you tell him to call me? I'll make those decisions very easily for him. He can just... He'd call me up anytime he wants.
Do you mind if I give him your number?
No, give him my number.
Or just your email.
No, give him my number. Say I prefer to text. You know, I know you old geezers like to get on the phone and talk, but just say I prefer to text, and he can just text me, just Elvis, and I'll just put bad buyout. I'll give him that. Pascal fired, gone. You know, we'll make it very easy. I'm going to sum it up for him very easily.
And when he asks, what are your qualifications to make those decisions, what are you going to say?
I've been sitting in this chair for 21 years, and I've seen every executive come and go. When did you become a hockey expert?
I remember one great hockey.
and where's he right now? I outlasted him, too.
He's somewhere in Prince Edward Island.
All right, give me some name drops. What do you have?
Well, I got to tell you, you guys had a great first hour today. Great first hour.
That means throw that hour out.
Means it was terrible.
Yeah. No, it was sensational talking about Rob Lowe, because I don't know Rob Lowe, although he was in that hockey movie at one point, but I know his brother Chad. And, of course, in many visits to Los Angeles over the years, Chad and I would get together for lunch or whatever. He's a big sports fan, more a baseball fan than a hockey fan. But Chad was married to Hillary Swank. I got to meet her one time. They're, of course, now divorced. And, in fact, she had twins with her second husband. But, Chad, great guy. Rob, don't know him very well. And obviously I heard your thoughts on him earlier today.
You know what Chad Lowe's favorite appetizer at a restaurant is?
What's that?
No. What is it?
Cocaine. Did he partake with you in any of the extracurriculars? I know he had a little bit of a problem there for a while.
Do we need to go there? Can't we be above board just one time?
I'm just saying, you talked about Chad Lowe. He was involved in a coke bust. He had a problem.
Yeah. Well,
back in my day, I would sniff up all of it. They used to call me Jeff Hoover.
Not true.
Yes, thanks, Rim, for clarifying. I don't know why he does this to you every time, but
know why.
Glad we clarified that, Rims. I would have defended
your honor. Thank you, Rims. We appreciate it.
Hey, we're going to have to talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs. It should be a great Stanley Cup final, and there's one Yahoo here on Miami Herald sports staff. Can you believe this? And I'll just leave you with this thought. His comment about the series is Florida will win because Connor McDavid is overrated as a player. The biggest nonsense.
Well, I mean,
the biggest nonsense.
Florida may win because they're better, but it's not going to be because of that. That's stupid.
No, it is. And his comparison was Gretzky won the Stanley Cup, 5 years into his existence. But Gretzky also had a number of supporting cast led by Hall of Famers like Grant Fuhr and Paul Coffey and Yari Curry, and I can go right down the list. I don't think the Oilers are of that ilk just yet. Florida's a talented team, and they've got Bobrovsky playing Columbus Blue Jacket like hockey for those 2 Vezina trophies. I give Florida the edge, but for me, I think Edmonton's going to give them a pretty good run for the money.
All right, thank you, Rims. We'll talk next week.
Look forward to it.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Traffic is moving slowly and causing a 20-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 161 and 17th Avenue. And be aware of an accident on southbound 315's off-ramp to 270, and that's on the north outer belt. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best, and there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today or go online to agproco.com for more information.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Here's a summer treat from Giannino's. Get a medium one-topping pizza for only $8. Giannino's Pizzeria in Pickerington and Westerville. You want a piece of me? Huh? Some restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Have you ever called a company and got off the phone feeling a little nervous on who they might be sending to your home? I hate that feeling. And when it comes to your roof, you don't have to worry because the team over at Newman Roofing has you covered. I should know. I had them replace my roof, and they did a fantastic job. They're a team of professionals. They arrived in marked company vehicles, and here's the best part. They arrived with a smile on their face. Their team was absolutely tremendous, and they were friendly. They made you feel like they were part of the family. So here's what's going to happen. That friendly team member, they're going to sit down and they're going to talk to you and they're going to educate you on the findings of your home. They're not going to talk down to you. They're going to explain to you everything. So when it comes to your roofing needs, there's one place to go, the most trusted roofing company in Ohio for the last 32 years. That's where I went. I trust them. And I know Tim and his team are going to do a fantastic job for you. So give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or go check them out online at newmanroofing.com. That's newmanroofing.com.
Want to see some football players try to play softball? Join us for Schmidt's Cardale Jones Charity Softball Game.
Why picnic when you can schmidtnick? And presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. The Fan.
If you have to cross your fingers and hope for the best every time you go to open your garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Boring!
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe,
we got 7.
And here's our number 2.
Sunny Street Cafe, serving pancakes so fluffy you could sleep on them.
Now with 8 locations.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I work for Meijer. People always ask, why do I shop there? It's because I can get great quality and value in one stop. Like this week's hottest deals on certified Angus beef and locally grown asparagus. Plus, I can earn M-Perks points every time I shop for groceries, apparel, at the pharmacy, or when I'm at the pump. Meijer has all I need in just one stop, and the same low Meijer prices in-store and online. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate
today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Want to know anything about the fans' contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hole. Hello, Timmy.
Oh, is this the wildest Wildcard Wednesday yet?
No. We've had quite a few wild ones.
It's been getting there though. We do have some wild cards for sure.
I think yeah. What are they?
Well, let's see. I actually have a prize here to give out for pecan pennies. Winner of Wildcard Wednesday. Not winner, but just if I pick someone that I like for Wildcard Wednesday, get a $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies. Your downtown home for barbecue, happy hour, and soccer. Let's see. A lot of good ones today, but I'm going to bring up where do we go? I got to make sure I don't give one to someone who's already won before because Ted will yell at me.
Ted's not here.
Well, I know.
Isn't that going to happen, though?
Show up to work, and then you can yell at people.
If it's only people doing wild cards that have won before, then
actually, Teddy yelled at me during the show today.
He yelled at you during the show for what?
Because I didn't play the right on-campus intro, and so he sent me an email saying, I guess nobody reads my emails. And I said, I'm sorry. This ain't one of them. But he's always listening.
Here's one that we actually have to settle. This is a Wild Card Wednesday. Big Billy style says, my wife calls vacuuming sweeping.
So does mine.
I say you need a broom. You need a broom to sweep, but she disagrees. Who's right?
You are.
Yeah,
she's wrong.
Are. She is wrong. Why?
My wife does that too.
This is the whole.
She also says, will you itch me? No,
one thing at a time.
I can scratch your itch.
One thing at a time. Why would you say vacuuming, which is used by something that is a small piece of household machinery, has to be plugged in or battery powered? It makes a noise. Like that's not sweeping.
No,
it's vacuuming.
Because if you grow up in places where people use the colloquialism, a sweeper, like go get the sweeper. Oh, we got a mess. Get the sweeper. That's been used. So if people grew up that way, I'm sure that's why you'd say.
So it's got to be a Southern thing. It has to be a Southern thing.
That's not a Southern thing.
It's not because
it's your little push buggy. It's a shopping cart.
Your wife did not grow up in the South. No. I did not grow up in the South, and everybody in my family called it a sweeper for years.
Her family is from Northeast Ohio. I think it's a Northeast Ohio thing.
Well, it's not because my family's not from Northeast Ohio, and my
all right, then it's just a hillbilly thing. There's hillbilly things everywhere. There's hillbilly people everywhere. Yeah. Northeast Ohio, Alaska, there's always hillbillies.
It's like in the South, they refer to any soda as Coke, right?
That's right. I didn't realize that the first time I went there.
What kind of Coke you want? A Sprite kind.
I just want to point out,
Coke. What kind of Sprite?
I don't know if you guys are in the majority or the minority around here because, like, Kristen grew up around here. I grew up around here, and both of us are saying we've heard the term sweeper. I'd be curious where whoever this was, Billy, where his wife, maybe she's from here, and maybe I don't know.
Maybe Timmy and I are wrong.
I'm not saying technically you guys are right. Technically, you guys are right.
I've never even heard that this was a thing.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Growing up, I remember my mom would say, get the sweeper. Like, she would say vacuum, too. They would say vacuum cleaner.
Interchangeable.
But, like, have you ever heard people who just call it a Hoover? Like, they use, like, Kleenex.
I could understand that.
They call it a Hoover.
Because that's a vacuum. I can understand that one because that was a very popular brand of vacuum.
I think that's British, right? Don't the British say hoovering?
They do. Do you say tissue or do you say Kleenex?
I say tissue.
I say tissues.
I say Kleenex.
Really?
Yeah, I brand it.
Interesting.
I don't like to give credit if I'm not using Kleenex.
You're not getting royalties?
I'm not getting an endorsement fee for this. Screw you.
They're not helping
Sometimes
me.
I'll shorten it.
Them?
I'll shorten it to Cleany.
Give me Clay.
Can I have Cleany?
Can I have a Clay?
A what?
Kleenex.
What are you talking about?
Short.
A clean? What'd you call it?
What's coming up on the Buckeye Show?
Weird.
We're going to have some fun tonight. Special guest. Well, all right. A terrible show coming up.
I didn't say that.
That's what you want. That's what you want me to
that's
say.
not what I said.
That's what you think of me.
You said we'll have some fun. How do you know
Timmy,
you're not in it?
I'm with you, Timmy. That's exactly what he said. I heard you.
You know it's not what I said.
You hate me and you want me to die. That's
now I do.
Tonight, we will have some wide receiver fun because not just a DeVere Day Wednesday. Dane Sanzenbacher
my guy
is out there. He'll be in the studio for pretty much the whole entire 6 o'clock hour. I don't think I've ever asked DeVere this, and also Dane, their favorite wide receiver all time, Buckeye and non-Buckeye. And there was a Buckeye wide receiver that said some interesting things about why it's going so well here at Ohio State. We'll let those guys attack that issue as well. It'll be fun.
Buckeye Show, 2 big hours. Top of the hour right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, yesterday we said that Lady Gaga has been getting the prego rumors that she might be with child after she was at her sister's wedding and people noticed a little bit of a bump. Well, she has now jumped onto TikTok to address the speculation and said that is not the case. She does not have a baby. She does not have a belly bump. Well, I mean, she has a belly bump, but she's saying it's not. Whatever you're seeing is just me being a human.
She's fat at the Super Bowl again.
No, it's just
people couldn't take her as she is.
Right. It's just like, honestly, if you look at this picture of her, she looks like a normal human woman. But given that she's like a superstar pop diva, people expect her, I guess, to be completely flat-stomached at all times, and that's silly. That's ridiculous.
Lady, in the words of Billy Joel, I'll take you just the way you are.
Wow. There you go. Look at you.
Maybe take off the meat dress.
She hasn't worn that for a long time.
I'll let you read my...
What's the matter with
Say it.
What
Say
is
the
the
line.
matter
Let's get the
with
line
you?
out there, Timmy. Let's do it. Read my what?
Poker face.
Okay. Oh, yeah. My poker face. Yeah, there you go. By the way, Pat Sajak, if you didn't know, he's leaving Wheel of Fortune as of Friday.
Really?
Last show, June 7th. Last show.
Couldn't handle the right in the butt guy.
Well,
No,
he was retiring anyway.
But
well, then that solidified it.
Now you know who's coming in after this, taking over, because we don't see him enough. Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, thank God!
Thank God you're here.
Thank God the Seacrest is there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for all the stupidity today. Thank you for listening to the show. We're back tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know there's a disabled vehicle that's blocking the left lane on westbound 270 on the north outer belt after 71, causing some holdup there. And you'll hit a slowdown due to an accident on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the east outer belt at 33. This report is sponsored by Macy's. Find the perfect Father's Day gift with Macy's Gift Finder. In just a couple clicks, you'll get personalized gift ideas for every dad at every budget. Visit Macy's.com/gift finder and give love today at Macy's. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This NFL Action Update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The Green Bay Packers have the second best odds in the NFC North at plus 185. Their odds to make the playoffs this season are minus 150 to make and plus 130 to miss. Over-under season win total sits at 9.5 games, and the Packers are 19-1 to win the Super Bowl. Good for the 10th best odds in the NFL. For your Tipico Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180, with a buzz term for you. GLP-1. The buzz part doesn't mean GLP-1 isn't important. Quite the opposite. GLP-1 is a crucial hormone produced in our gut that regulates blood sugar and appetite. Basically, it helps control our weight. The buzz is because pharmaceutical companies are positioning medications as your only treatment option. But that's not true. Losing weight with Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, and we're now introducing GLP-1 Balance. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 addresses the root causes of weight issues by focusing on nutrition, gut health, and sleep. By addressing these areas, your body naturally balances GLP-1 levels, making weight loss easier and more sustainable without lifelong medications or side effects. If you're curious about GLP-1 Balance and how it can work for you, talk with us. Find us online at awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180, your long-term solution for weight loss.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple of weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.